It's Friday.
Yeah, with the shit. Finna call a blitz, they can call it quits. I can execute the plan on improv off script with my brothers from another living color with the skit. Yeah, with the shit. Finna call a blitz, make you call it quits. I can execute the plan on improv off script with my brothers from another living color with the skit. Yeah, you know the squad I'm bumming with. Try to run with the rock and you fumbled it. Finna spin the block in the mothership. Rock like Woodstock, big stock, smother shit. Word to Uncle Sam, we tax like the government. Still in the game till the day I'm in love with it. You are now rocking with the most coveted. Unapologetic, let you know who you fucking with. What's the use? I got the juice. Tapping head tops like Duck, Duck, Goose. Slide off smooth in a coupe, no roof. Rocking sheep's clothing, I'm the big bad wolf. Double up, we gon' double down and double that. If I feel I'm double crossed, I'ma double back. That's a couple $100 large in a duffel bag. Blitzkrieg, somebody gon' end up a pack. Yeah, with the shit. Finna call a blitz, make you call it quits. I can execute the plan on improv off script with my brothers from another living color with the skit. Yeah, with the shit. Finna call a blitz, make you call it quits. I can execute the plan on improv off script with my brothers from another living color with the skit. Yeah, you half steppers can't fuck with this. I'm with the big steppers and we stumping shit. Ice grill, you can feel the momentum shift. Alpha and the Omega, I'm the Genesis, real savage go-getter. Yeah, I'm getting it, school of hard knock, I'm the mascot.
What's good, gang? It's the Guchinni representing the Hard to Start podcast, tapping in to remind y'all that coming this August 20th of 2026, the second annual GWN, the Westside League live draft weekend will be popping off. Man, you will see all the cast of characters that you see live on the GWN every day. You'll see a lot of people that's in the chat every day on the stream, and then you'll see some of your favorite content creators that you've seen us make content with in this conglomerate that we call the GWN 100%. So what you need to do is go ahead and like and subscribe wherever you found us at, and if you screenshot that you subscribe, we are giving away multiple giveaways during the live draft. 100%. We will be running our regular scheduling program. Thursday night will be Playmakers. Friday morning will be WYGU. And then later on that Friday will be the live Westside League second annual draft. And during the draft, we will have multiple giveaways like this right here. This autographed mini helmet of Jackson Smith and Jigba Super Bowl helmet. Here over at the GWN in the Hard to Start, we putting up championships on the wall, and we want to bless the people that rock with us who putting up championships on the wall, you know what I mean, with some of these little special items to put in your man cave, your she cave, you know what I mean, whatever it may be. But yeah, make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe, because that's all you got to do to be entered to win this helmet. Click that bell, and then tune in to the second annual GWN live Westside Fantasy Football Draft Weekend. 100%. Peace.
Shout out everybody that got ran over in my way. Feel low and I'm mad sober.
10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What's up?
What it do, fellas?
Friday.
What's up?
I just saw Bogey in the chat said he might be on a little sooner than usual.
Let's
right.
go.
We got our man Bogey.
Shout out to Bogey, man.
He'll be here. We'll be holding it down till he gets here. No worries. Shout out to JD, Guchinni,
Shout out to Peacock.
the champ, the West Side League. We also got Emil in the building. What's up, Emil? Diamond Joe coming in way early. Damn.
He was early.
Yeah,
We got
he's
Tino.
ready. He is
We got
ready.
Tino the governor.
He said, let the games begin.
Begin.
Rigging for Fatties. What's up, Rigging
What's
for
up,
Fatties?
Chris?
Go check it out. Just it's on YouTube, Facebook. He's got a channel, doesn't he? Or is definitely in the fishing.
Yeah, he's got a nice fishing channel. Rigging with Fatties is his fishing channel.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. If you like fishing, check it out.
Yeah, it's got some good stuff over there.
Oh,
What's up,
we got someone
Candlestick?
who's been MIA, who's big. Candlestick.
What's up, PB and J? Yep. I'm awake today. Usually going to bed when y'all go live. Yeah, that's the morning show. A shout out for sticking with us. Hopefully you're still there.
Shout out to Tino.
Yeah.
We got Tino in the chat ready to roll.
Yo. Team leader. We'll see ya in Vegas. Yes, sir.
Hopefully, we'll see you in Vegas, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wish I could go to Vegas, but I can't.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah, I got
there'll be a day that will bring you along on some of these road trips we get, but yeah, you'll get there.
Yeah.
You stick to doing what you're doing.
If I started class on the 24th, yeah, I could have gone, but yeah, no. Starts on the 17th.
No way. You gotta stay focused in on that. That degree.
School's more important than that kind of shit. You get older, school's more important.
Like, unless
you don't
want
want to hang out with a bunch of unks right away, anyways. You're just gonna be like, man, you guys are ridiculous. I said, well, yeah, that's what happens when
we have this Smitty in the chat.
Trust me, around us, as they say, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Stays in Vegas.
It's a fantasy football draft for savages, for sure. Fantasy football savages. All right. Yeah. Appreciate everybody rocking with us. What's up, Smitty? Yeah, Debo. Holy shit. Nice little slot piece. Pause. But I don't really have too much confidence in Christian Kirk, right? And then on top of it, Jordan James going down. So you got a rookie running back. You got a Christian McCaffrey that wants to, be limited in his, work in general. I would say Debo is a nice addition because he could do a little bit of slot work and maybe even take 5 carries a game away from McCaffrey, which doesn't sound a lot, but 5 times, if all goes perfectly, that's 17 games. That's 85 touches that McCaffrey doesn't have to, there's lots of opportunities in the game where that touch is almost meaningless. You know what I mean?
We got someone new in the chat who just entered. Albert. Marqueen 602.
Yeah, what's up, man? Candlesticks in the building. Another one of the traditional Vegas guys doing the West Side League draft. And that's gonna be wild. Y'all need to tune in. We're gonna be live streaming a lot.
I'll try my best to tune in when you guys are in Vegas, but yeah.
No, you're gonna have plenty of opportunity to chime in, and we'll be actively streaming during that West Side League draft for sure, and then
Wait,
elsewhere,
wait, hold up.
elsewhere
What's the
will
time
have
zone?
to
Is it
be
like 2 hours back, or is it
will be
like an hour?
determined. Hey, Dane, talk about superheroes.
Yes.
What's up, Bogey?
Fighting crime. I'm
Yeah.
Batman.
Bogey the Dark
Telling
Knight.
you.
What's up?
What's up, fellas? Happy Friday.
Happy
Fucking
Friday,
Friday,
Bogey.
You're about to
The
hear the
black
car
on black.
start. Hold on, give me a sec here.
And what? Shout out to Bones in the background.
Yeah, I almost made the beginning of the show. Let's go.
It's funny. Fortnite just got out of Batman phase. They kind of are still in it because he's sitting there out on the map and his vehicle is out there, and you can get a bunch of
My bad.
that's a lot.
stuff out of some of the Batman stuff on the map. It's pretty dope. You can fly around on his cape and everything.
Oh, on the in the game.
Yeah. So he's making
Like
a short
Arkham
appearance.
Asylum.
He does like a couple weeks on the game, and he busts out the cape like he does in the very first Batman movie. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just comes down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had copped my my little man. What's that thing called? The Meta Quest, like the newer one, like earlier this year
Oh
for
yeah,
his
the
birthday.
3D VR.
Yeah, and that shit is badass. But
Yeah.
it came with a Batman like Arkham game, but like for this, like a
For that version?
what is it called, a VR version. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's
Have
really
you-
badass.
Have you done have you done one of the Spider-Man joints?
No, and I'm tripping. I didn't know they came out with another Spider-Man yesterday, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
I've
what?
been hearing rumors that the new Spider-Man game is coming out, and we already know who the villain is.
Anything Spider-Man, I've come to accept that it's probably going to break any of the previous superhero shits.
I mean,
Yeah,
I know
like
them in the
Spider-Man, like the
Avengers-
Spider-Man
Hey, look,
remaster,
they have the
Spider-Man
Punisher
Miles
in this
Morales,
thing.
Spider-Man 2.
I heard they got the Punisher in here.
Yeah, they do.
For anybody who's a big fan of Walking Dead, the guy who played Shane, Jeff.
Yeah.
It was just something. I
Jeff
forgot his name.
Bernthal. John
I,
Bernthal.
I've watched
John
a few
Bernthal.
of those. They're gnarly. They got one of the episodes I'll never forget when they pull this dude that has a bunch of facial piercings, and they're interrogating him, and he's trying to like confess.
Yeah. That's the first Punisher movie. That's the one. Okay, look, the very first Punisher movie was one of the first Marvel movies that was rated R. Because before that, people don't realize Blade was like basically the first Marvel movie, even though it was New Line Cinema. It was still a Marvel Studios production, like you know what I mean? It was a Marvel production along with New Line Cinema Studios, right? And that was rated R. Then you got to flash forward like 7-8 years later. They come out with maybe I think it was like 2003. They came out with the Punisher, and John Travolta was the mob boss bad guy, and that one was really well done because like you said, he had the neighbor who had all the piercings, and he was hiding Punisher and the bitch, and this motherfucker he kept his mouth shut, bro. They kept pulling off all his piercings and shit. Remember that? They were torturing his ass. He kept
that shit
silent.
fucking that made me like feel sick to the stomach for sure.
And remember, when he came out there, he was all bleeding and shit, and they were long gone. He's like, I guess he doesn't know anything. Remember, he's like,
hey, shout out to the actor because the way he was screaming and going through the punishment, it was pretty realistic. I was like, man, this guy's actually suffering a lot, bro.
Hey, remember the Punisher? And the Punisher, he comes out there and he's like, you don't know me. He's like, you tell me, bro, with all the piercings, like, you don't know me. You didn't have to do that for me. Why did you do that? You know what I mean? And he's like, we're family, bro. Remember that? He was like, because they were like,
I got
family. Out there.
family.
He was hiding out there, and this was kind of like, for lack of a better term, it's kind of like a band of idiots, kind of losers. Like maybe not the most maybe not the most known people in the world. I don't want to say mean things. That's not hella mean, you know what I mean? But like they were like the outcasts, and then like Punisher, even though he's like a super bad fucking, trained government operative, he's an outsider, so he kind of
the Punisher was a former Marine. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was more than a Marine.
He definitely played the
If
role.
he was a Marine Raider, that'd be a different story.
Ops. He was an assassin for America, for real.
Yeah.
The Punisher.
Oh, yeah.
I like the Punisher because he has zero powers. He just has.
Yeah.
He just has a specific set of
It was
skills.
one of the comics that you would probably pick up in the horror section or like the violence.
Yeah, because he's murking fools.
Yeah.
He's not friendly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not like
he's a more anti-hero than anything.
Yeah.
Like even if you face him with Ghost Rider, the
Ghost
Rider, he's not going to die from pen and stare. He's not going to die from pen and stare.
I love Ghost Rider.
Because he doesn't have a black soul, right? I mean, I think even though the Punisher kills, he's killing bad people. So, I mean, that's why I call him more anti-hero than
he doesn't kill for the thrill of it or for regrets. He just says, "I'm just going to kill."
Oh, and when he's
because
sick, there's no way that you're ever not gonna you're done for. No matter what you are, you could be a god in another galaxy, and he'll fuck you up.
Remember when he in that movie we're talking about? He finally gets to Travolta. And Travolta's a big mob boss, big organization. So he started fucking his organization up slowly first, right? So like he finds out his right-hand man is actually a gay man on the low, right? So he takes pictures of his right-hand man with his gay lover, and then his wife, Travolta's wife, she was a Puerto Rican in that movie, and like I guess she used to be like a working gal, and then until he fell in love with her. But like he frames the right hand man like he's sleeping with Travolta's wife. So he leaves like her earrings in the guy's bed.
Got someone else who joined.
And then he's like, then he accuses him. He's sleeping with my wife. He's like, no,
what
man,
up, King Productions?
She's really gay.
What's up?
Then he stabs his friend to death. Look, he shanks him up. And he's like, why are you doing this, man? I'm your best friend, man. You know what I mean? And then, and then he's like all high off the kill, right? And now he picks up his wife and he's like, I know what you've been doing. And she's like, what? And he's like, you've been sleeping with my best friend. He's like, he's gay. And he's like, you'll say anything for? You know what I mean? And then when the Punisher finally closes in on him, he's like, made you kill your best friend? Made you kill your wife? You know what I mean? He's getting all the revenge because they killed his whole family, bro. You know what I mean? They killed his son and his wife, and he was having a family reunion. That's how they start the whole movie off, basically. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you know what I mean? And it was the mob boss and the Puerto Rican chick wife. She was like, kill the whole family. You know what I mean? So they murked the whole family. He came back with a vengeance.
Yeah. It's a recipe of creating a monster.
Oh, Derek Lincoln, he said out here, salute Boogie, Lee, Kenneth, and Soundwave.
What up, Derek? Man, I still can't. I called Derek last night. I had something to ask him. I can't fucking remember it. Like, I was on the phone for like 5 minutes trying to remember, and I was like, all right, never mind. I'll call you.
He also salutes the Tino, PB&J, Emily, and Albert. We're missing is JD. Emil, sorry.
Yeah, JD's
Derek also.
He's taking a little hiatus from the morning shows. You know what I mean? Just because he's got a lot of other things to handle right now, you know what I'm saying, with his own channel. But yeah, the fella is definitely in full effect, you know what I mean? But, just like Spencer, you know what I'm saying, takes his little hiatuses too. You know what I mean? The GWN, man, we're very grateful for all the brothers we got.
What about King D?
We hella deep in this motherfucker.
Yeah, King D in the building. One of the ones
King?
that, he seems to find a way into the every show.
I forgot to mention I'm finally almost done unpacking in my new apartment.
Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. Good shit, kid. Hey,
I'm actually streaming in my new apartment.
I'm excited for you, kid. You got a whole life ahead of you. You know what I mean? Just don't make stupid. Yeah. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As your uncle. You know what I mean?
Are you sure
you gotta make
I forgot that you're my uncle.
We gotta make your old grandpops proud of you, man.
Speaking of that,
the Bogards.
Speaking of that, JD sent me something.
The
It says,
multiple Bogards. So which one?
So
Which one am I
this
thinking of?
Bogey. JD shot me a text last night saying, "The real T-Law, your grandpa said send this to you." This is what he sent me. This is from JD.
Isn't that special? I'll speak to JD
yeah.
on my own.
Hey, you know what? That's been a long running thing here in the GW, and we've been saying this forever that he's bald.
Yeah.
Neon, I don't do Florida things.
Listen, here's the thing. If T-Law pops out of nowhere and he's like, "Oh, I decided to cut my hair," it's a lie. He's been bald the whole time. He actually has a helmet that has the wig attached to it just in case.
Hey, we've seen the helmet do some damage to it, and you fix it real quick. You're real slick, okay? Not slick enough.
You remember Aziz Al-Shaair? Remember when Aziz came through and clotheslined him? He was trying to reveal to the world that he is a bald man.
No.
Just there.
Well, in the photo that I received, he looks like he looks like Walter White. I'm like, bro.
Hey, look. Have you ever seen Walter White and Trevor Lawrence in the same room at the same time?
Never. No.
Same person. It's just like Ellen DeGeneres and Pete Carroll. Same person.
But here's the difference. Who doesn't have cancer?
What?
I don't want to joke about that.
Well, that's the only thing how to kill the joke. That's all.
Oh yeah, okay, I see where you're going there. Well,
the hair clicks into the helmet. Everyone knows that. Shut up.
When you're a kingpin, like crystal meth manufacturer, like Walter White's character was in that show, he probably deserved everything that was happening to him. He destroyed a lot of lives. Karma's real.
Peacock.
Hey, Neon.
Don't do
Neon,
Florida
I don't
man
do
things,
Florida. I don't.
Wave. Yeah, when you, if anything,
Look, I was
when you're
born in Virginia,
when you're running
moved
around,
to Florida,
don't
and
do
I'm
those
still
things.
used to Florida things.
Yeah, I know you can support the crew, the Jaguars is whatever, but just don't do those types of things that them Florida mans do.
Look, some people say wrestle an alligator. Like hell, I'm gonna wrestle an alligator.
That's
a Florida thing.
We don't need to test
our
our strength on that. There's plenty of ways you could play freaking squeeze the little thing, and it gives you a number, whatever that device is, the grip strength tester. There you go. Lot safer.
Okay, Kitteh, the way you said it at first, that sounded a pause for that one, but that sounded like very out of context on the way I said
pause.
it.
I don't know, man. See, here's the thing,
I
bro.
usually wear a shirt just because of those things. I'm not the most skilled at thinking the wrong things.
I just want to say, bro, alligators, all kind of rattlesnakes, pythons, all kind of did I mention gators? All of these motherfuckers want revenge because we were making shoes out of them, bro.
Yeah.
They see us rocking them fly ass gators. They don't like that shit.
Those ones make sense.
Like
you can even farm them, right? Sad to say, but a crocodile, nobody's buying a crocodile for me. Not when they're actually like free to go out and catch and get your own and shit like that. Like that's a licensed game, but in general, it's not out of the question of obtaining it. There's a lot of competition, but that's just because there's that much gator out there. Do you want to do it?
Would it be inhumane?
I watch them on TV, bro. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. I mean, like, they make it look easy. Like, rest in peace to Steve Corwin, the crocodile.
And it does.
Right?
You know what's funny
like,
about
oh
it? They give you little babies.
He'd be like,
they'll pick
look
them up, and they're like, yeah, that's gonna be a shoe later.
Hey, that motherfucker was Steve. Hey, look, bro, he make it look hella easy though. He just take the bag. And, all right, look at. Oh, she's upset. Oh, she's a beaut. Like, he just throws the bag on their face. Then he jumps right on their back. And then he's holding on to their jaw. Like, he made it look real easy. And how brave are the cameramen for this guy? You ever used to watch that shit back in the day? I'm like, How's the if I'm the alligator, I'm going right for the camera.
Bogey, you're not alone. The
See,
Matrix
python
has got to
boots.
me.
I swear they farm those pythons, bro. Like they
Bogey, you're not alone. The Matrix has got me also.
They treat them like a pig, you know. They get to a certain size and they're like, all right, give it a dead, a poisoned mouse, or I don't know what I don't know what a humane. Probably just chop its head off, right?
I heard some of them can grow their head back. I actually heard they can grow their head back,
and then they chop its head off. I think that's how it works.
Hey, look, Cajuns, they just see a big ass python, they're like, "Whoa, it's good eating." You know what I mean? Motherfucking Cajun python steaks.
Yeah, I don't think they starve them or poison them. That'd be cruel. I think this is quick little guillotine.
You know,
look if JD's gonna go alligator hunting, I will join in as well.
Bro, hell yeah!
Hey, look, as long as
you
we
can
can
film
use
it,
AKs,
and
bro.
I'll support you, and I'll be on hold for 911, and I'll definitely call as soon as I see you get fucked up.
Hey, look. Okay, we're gonna create a new sport, right? Where you go on the balcony of like a house right on the bayou, and then you gotta attach the fishing pole to the balcony like banister, right? And then you throw out a whole raw chicken on the line, and then you look at the camera, you go, "My name's Bogard Scott Free. This is croc fishing." You know what I mean? Woo! And that motherfucker will tear that whole balcony up. I swear to God.
So like bull riding or something?
Yeah. Listen, bear with me. We're working out the details right now. I just made it up right now, but I think we're on to something there.
No, Bogey, now we know you're a Florida man.
See, that sounds like some Florida shit. And this is where you come into play, Soundwave. This is where you enter Soundwave right now. Pause. This is where you come into play right here. Because I need a Florida guy.
What up, Dennis?
I need you to find me the location. I'll find the chicken. Some... That's easy.
Chicken's on your. All right, I'll tell you. In Florida, anything on the East Coast, all the way to the Everglades, that's where you'll find That's where you'll find alligators.
Oh yeah. So and crocodiles are like sea, right? They're like sea creatures.
They're land and sea, but yeah, they congregate in the water, and then they go up and don't they have to bury their eggs? So, you know, they'll have nets, but yeah, they're gonna live in that area because of the water, and that's where they.
Hey Lee, got a question. Can we go to Middlesex County to get some chickens?
There. What?
Can we go to Middlesex County to get some chickens from your hometown?
Crocs are crazy. Yeah, Crocs elsewhere, gators in the bayou, and then actually in the Gulf, we'll say, and then Crocs though they're super heavy, I think, right? Or
them motherfuckers is like 2,000
heavier and scalier.
Heavier and scalier.
And they use. Are they the ones that use their tail to whip shit? Like
everybody? No, they both do that. Yeah.
They both do that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's just the way their head is shaped that makes them different, pretty much.
Oh yeah, the Crocs are longer.
And then the size of the body on the crocodile is bigger. It's heavy.
Like if
it's big enough to take down anything in my bedroom, Africa. Jesus. Maybe not an elephant,
because they be in the Nile, huh? They be in that Nile River than the motherfucker.
A giraffe, pretty good. No, yeah, the crocodile, it's pretty gnarly, dude. It'll take out not a rhino, not a hippo. There's only a few animals.
Okay. Money. You're putting your money down, and you're placing
on a
your
hippo.
Bet. You put it on the croc or the lion.
I live somewhere
on
close to.
I put my money.
Are you putting your money on the croc or the lion?
Oh,
that usually depends.
Croc, okay.
But I'm saying croc because croc has.
I feel like the lion would have all his lionesses just attack. Like the lion would just be kicking it.
It's if the croc attacks and misses, then the lion survives. But the lion ain't fucking killing no croc. No, they don't do that. It's like maybe a little baby But look at the lion goes after little baby gazelle, little baby zebra, little baby everything. So it just makes sense for them to go for a baby crocodile.
Well, and the croc is more like just chilling because he knows these motherfuckers gonna drink some water at one point. I'm just gonna kick it in this Nile.
Yeah, and you're fucked if it gets.
Yeah, snap on one of these motherfuckers.
the attack is
one of them youngsters that don't know what's up. They just thirsty.
And they're thirsty.
The daddy zebra was like, "Don't you go over there, baby zebra."
On land, they're fast. Once they're at the top end, they're faster than
crocodiles.
Like a person.
Well,
yeah, I think they run like 25 miles an hour.
They will run, but
maybe 20. Hippos are the worst. Hippos will kill more humans than any other mammal, and reptile. Maybe not though. Black mamba is pretty crazy.
Well, speaking of these animal fights, why don't we transfer into the free agency stuff of the NFL?
Yeah, let's run the.
Alrighty, so you got the free agency frenzy up. Oh, so let me get alrighty, so let me go to that part.
No, which one did you want?
It's fine. I got it. I just hit it up.
Oh, Bogey's gone. No,
I got it. Well,
it's the Matrix.
Okay, so free agency wise, we got Bobby Okeriki's the hottest linebacker out there for IDP, and for teams that are available looking for a linebacker. Bobby Okeriki's out there.
Okay,
the teams to watch for him are the Ravens, the Commanders,
the Ravens. I don't know how they. I don't know how they tie into the Colts or the Giants, but anybody associated with those two organizations, they probably regard them highly on the leadership skills. So think of teams that aren't really caring about a person that can dominate in pursuit. That's unfortunate about Okereke right now, is that Okereke is susceptible to getting burnt, and it's a terrible thing for a defense to have a vulnerable middle of the field. So unfortunately, he is regarded as one of the so-called poor linebackers in general. But for fantasy, man, because he racks up so many tackles, they're not afraid to attack the middle of the field. For us, we're usually getting like anywhere between like 10 to 15 tackles per game, and the consistency was dominant for a long time. Shout out for Bobby Okereke. He's gonna get a job, but whoever obtains them, it's not going to be something that you're going to get when he was young in the Colts organization. And I don't have the memory like Bogard does, but I bet you there's some kind of correlation there, because not every team values him, unfortunately. Yeah. Even though for fantasy we want him out there. He stays healthy. That's another thing, is and leadership and staying healthy. Availability sometimes is the strongest asset out of players, and having a person that can actually play middle linebacker and almost set up the defense, especially the calling the shifts, and when a shift is called, the defense reacts. And so you got to rely on him being accurate. And that's, a quality that comes with veterans. And that's why Demario Davis, and I'm pretty sure Okereke will get, but Davis he's got, in my opinion, some of the best ability of commanding a defense, which is what the Jets needed, is a guy that goes over there and actually handles their business I like the move of bringing him back. You know, not taking anything from Okereke, but we saw him over there, and he was pretty sorry. He'll get a job though. He'll get a job, and his leadership and his ability to make calls is good. He's good at that.
I can see Okereke like getting like actually going back to the Colts even.
Yeah, maybe it goes back to Colts, but what
Colts.
are we? Yeah.
I mean, everybody needs a linebacker like that on the depth chart if he's willing to be a depth chart guy. But I think actually where he's at age wise, he's gonna kick it until after training camp for real. You know what I mean? And then sign somewhere.
Yeah, like linebackers are.
But also, he got that neck thing. My bad, Soundwave. Doesn't he got that neck thing too?
Is the injury really bad?
Yeah, I think that's what I just remember that right now. Last year, that's what happened to him, right? Like.
Yeah, he had some kind of stinger or something like that.
Oh, shit.
Or it might have been the back. It was the neck or back. Or maybe neck and back. I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah, usually like 6 to 8 weeks or something.
Hey, Kitteh, can I have the hour report? The ambulance report?
Yeah, I got you. This one.
Camp is underway. The players that have been cleared is Rashid Rice is cleared. Fried Rice is cleared. Patrick Leggy Mahomes is cleared. He's going to wear a knee brace during training camp. Mansour Delaney.
Knee brace all year.
Huh?
He's going to end up wearing a knee brace all year.
I think, yeah. Mansour Delaney for the Chiefs has been cleared. Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, Quinton Junkins, Tank Dell avoids the PUP list. Browns tight end Harold Fenton Jr.
Here's the thing, hold on. When you say avoids the PUP list, he had no injury designation for like weeks now. Like 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Harold Fenton Jr., he's a go now from his groin injury. He's a full go. And Bucky Irving has no restrictions with his shoulders.
Let's go.
Now, as for current injuries, Jalen Ramsey has a knee, and he's going to be out several weeks.
Oh, wait, no, Jalen Ramsey has something else.
Ramsey is going to be out.
Jalen. You're just going to love him forever since he was a Jag, huh?
Yeah. He'll be out.
No, because I thought of something else. Sorry. Ramsey.
We still have Ramsey.
I mean, in some circles, Jag means just a guy.
Is that supposed to be a joke?
I'm getting to that stuff.
I can give you some injury reports on Jag.
Deebo Samuel, he signed a 1-year, $7 million deal with the San Francisco 49ers because we got an issue. Let's see. The reason why is
Pearsall and Jordan James.
Pearsall is going to be probably looking like sitting out the whole year.
What is his injury?
It's his PCL swelled up, but there's scar tissue in it.
Yeah, because that's what he had injured. That was his injury last year, bro.
Yeah, and they say he may need season-ending surgery.
Yeah,
that's good. So get the surgery.
Stribling will be able to actually showcase his talent, and I want to say
only a Christian Kirk in his way, and that's not much
better than.
And he's hurt himself
from the get-go. Yeah, I think this is a blessing.
Yeah, them drafting
for the team in general.
Them drafting Stribling was already bad news for Pearsall.
Yeah, Stribling getting the snaps out of the gate and then having only Deebo come in and fill in some gadget role is awesome for Stribling. Stribling's gonna see a lot of snaps in his rookie year on a potent fucking Niner.
He might have like a low key Ayuk rookie type year because
this is gonna be nice. This can be nice for Stribling. I think he's going in the first round of a lot of these dynasty startups.
You know what's nice? It's nice to know my Niners are picking up right where they left off. Picking up right where we left off. Just, off the ground, hurt.
I think the opportunity strikes him well because Evans is there and he's a solid veteran.
And Kittle's there, who's a solid veteran.
On his way to being ready week 1, possibly. And you got McCaffrey. And then Deebo. There's a lot of wealth to be distributed.
Football gods,
and the 49ers
keep up in that division. That's the cool thing about that for fantasy is we got the high-powered Rams, we got the Seahawks scoring touchdowns, we got the lowly Cardinals that are easy to score on. I mean, like that's a nice division to be dabbing your fantasy picks into. Pause, I guess. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, so
now you was there.
Kenneth, you want me to give you injury reports of what I saw yesterday, or no?
Go ahead. Let the kid have it.
Yeah. I actually, you know what? I told him anytime you really want to just go ahead and talk about it, you feel like it's a good time. It's probably appropriate.
I'm only asking because you're the host.
It's probably the time to talk about the Jags. Go ahead. Tell us how injured the Jags are.
This is what he said. Let's go.
So we have a offensive lineman out. He's on PUP. What's his name? Cole Van Lanen, and on a knee injury from the last game when we faced Tennessee. So he's not active yet, but he's going to be able to soon. And good news is we have Hunter back also, but he's mainly focusing on defense and then offense. And Jacoby Myers, same thing, still going well. And we have who was the run? No, he was the debut.
Hey, shout out
Caleb
to
Bradshaw.
Dalton Smith, man. What's up?
Caleb Bradshaw with a foot injury.
Morning, man. He's Friday. Let me ask you a question. Hold on, let me ask you a question, Soundwave. Who was the fucking running back, bro? Who was the running back in that backfield, right? It's Basil, right?
Yeah, Basil Toon.
Yeah.
Look, even though ETN's with the Saints, I believe ETN might put up a good play with the Saints. But if we have
talking about your backfield.
I know. What are you talking about ETN for? I want to know what the
let me
youngster
talk
with all the
first,
speeds
okay?
got. What?
Come on, prospect.
Hey, this the noise out of college was this guy was nasty, and I'm kind of curious. I don't got much, but maybe it's time to buy in on some of this. If you give me insider information, so be accurate and be thorough, please.
Who do we got? Who do we want in that backfield?
What we got on Tootin? Stop hiding the information. Just spit it out.
Fine. You want info? I'll give you info.
Yes.
Okay, so Basil Toon, we're able to use him as RB and sometimes a receiver if we are pushing the ball forward, pushing the ball up the field, which is good. But also on other reports, Jack Kaiser from Notre Dame. He's putting a lot more defensive work. Yeah. He's putting up a lot more defense work. I got some
Jack Kaisers tucked away in Dynasty.
And then Nate Boykacher and who was the Emmanuel from Oregon. They are doing well on the offense and defense. But if we put
they're playing both sides of the ball, those guys?
Boykacher's a tight end.
The Jags be having too many dual what is it called? Both sides of the field players.
Travis Hunters? No, it's just Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter admitted to us in Jacksonville he will mostly play defense. Unless a receiver's injury, he'll play offense.
Damn it, that's like for me who drafts him in fucking rookie drafts.
Y'all need cornerback.
And dynasties probably startups.
Right. We got a safety who's ready to go. Raylan Lane III and Josh Hines Allen. Raylan Lane III was a Naval Academy
Josh
cadet.
Hines Allen, he's the outside linebacker. He's more like your edge, really.
Oh yeah.
I love Josh Hines Allen. That's my guy.
Hines Allen is really good. Yeah, and Nate Boykacher as a tight end, he can put up a lot if he's able to push the defense back on Lawrence. What's the other one? And Jalen Husky, we need him to do some work.
All right, I'm done talking Jags now.
Yeah, those guys suck, man.
That's all the Jag stuff I have for now. I will tell you later on.
One thing to worry about.
Yeah, hey, we're gonna get you your own Jag show, bro.
I'm kind of curious on that one. Outside of that, man, I know who BTJ is. I'm comfortable taking where he's actually landing. It's not a terrible asking price. And then the other guy, Washington, he's got a role in the chemistry there at
Parker Washington has a lot.
Yeah, I don't think I I don't think he's going to see less than 125 targets. I think he's pretty much safe right there. It's going to be it's going to be active for him.
You're forgetting one more person. You're forgetting one more person.
Brennan
Strange.
See, that's your forgetting
the
him.
goat.
You're talking about some other tight end.
The strange goat now.
I don't know if they're really gonna give the rookie tight end any fucking work when you got Strange there that's been there for 3 years.
They just paid the man.
I know, man. Like, there's no way this new tight end guy that you're being like, hey, watch out for this guy. Like, hey, man, now you're really reaching on this one.
Strange, that is those are two good tight ends. Those are two good tight ends.
From here to Jacksonville. Yeah, Brenton Strange, outside of injury, is going to be the guy out there. And then the running game is going to dominate. I think the running back duo is solid. It's going to be similar to what you had last season. I ain't expecting too much more.
Last season, no, it's better.
Yeah, I agree. Tootin is a upgrade, especially if that speed is real. And you're accurate with him getting on the outside and going up against a big old fucking defensive back that's gonna get like backpedaling like crazy, dude. Oh man, yeah, that's be interesting.
Look, all we got is fast feet and accuracy. That's all we need.
You know what you guys need, and we're gonna leave it up on this note, because enough of the Jag talk, but.
Yeah, I'm already done with it.
If Trevor Lawrence just chucks the fake locks, he'll be so liberated. He might have an MVP outing. I'm just telling you, bro. He needs to just reveal it to the world.
So you think because he's bald now, it's gonna change the whole dynamic?
He'll be the real him. He's faking it right now. We're seeing Never Lawrence.
It's like coming out of the closet. All right, it was a wig the whole time, bro. I'm sorry.
Okay, guys, I'm really bald.
Alrighty then. Micah Parsons is unlikely for week 1, but Micah Parsons has week 6 set on his calendar. It's the Dallas Cowboys, and that's when he wants to return, week 6.
And he knows they got one of the better offensive lines, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And as for Christian Kirk, he's out with a calf injury.
Yeah.
As for Nick Emamori,
damn, it's all sibling.
Debo's gonna go in there.
He's questionable for week 1. He wants to play, but they do not want to risk him for a week 1.
What do you think, Bogard? Are you taking Debo over Christian Kirk when they're healthy?
Yep.
Yeah, me too, all day. It's easy.
Okay, let me tell you something about Debo. Before the games, during the warm-ups, before everyone, goes into the fucking locker room to come back out, right? It's always Shanahan and Debo, and they just standing next to each other with their arms crossed, just chopping it up about what to expect for the game. Like, they're tight. Debo never moved out of San Jose, too, because that's where his house, he actually lives in the east side. And he has a fat crib, too. He never moved from there, so I always kept saying he's going to idle by and then just sign with the Niners, right? But then the Ricky thing happens. They immediately sign Debo. And what Debo brings to the table,
I think it was a combination of Jordan James timing. Everything all happening at the same time was probably the recipe for Debo getting signed. Is Jordan James, because now you got that rookie Black pause.
Super
Kalen Black is
more.
He's a 3rd round rookie who's gonna have to learn the game, and outside of Christian McCaffrey, he's gonna get minimal work. But Debo's cool because
Debo might be a running back for us. You ain't
5
lying.
carries is what I'm expecting on average. It's gonna be a little bit less than his career average with them, which was like 6.5. But it'll be like 4 to 5. So
look at the fun stuff that Shanahan can do. He could
with the
he could have CMC in the slot and put Debo in motion and then get to the backfield. And
the passing for Brock.
He could do all kinds of shit.
More and more as a fantasy owner of Brock, I'm getting excited again with him being healthy and that offense firing at all cylinders.
And hopefully for Ricky's sake, it isn't as serious because Imagine if Ricky comes back this year and he's just in a rotation. That's just another weapon for the Brock. Is what my point is. Like, because at this point, I'd rather just have the Brock or CMC. Because we actually have a ton of weapons on paper. I mean, they're all dying. Even look, Chris Kirk, he's new. He's already hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ricky, he's down for the count again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Brandon Ayuk, he's out of here. You know what I mean? Like, this is it's all happening again. Let's go.
All right. Well, we know about Nick Scorton. They lost him to a torn ACL. Michael Penix Jr., his knee is approximately 4 more weeks away from even thinking about doing kind of drills. So they said he had a little step back, so he's 4 more weeks away on that.
Tua's gonna have that job, bro.
Now, as for Chris Brazzell, he has a moderate LCL tear, and he's expected to miss the entire season.
Yep.
As for Brian Grease, tore his ace. They feared he tore his ACL. He plays for the New Orleans Saints. And as for Jordan James, he has a rib fracture and is expected to miss a significant amount of time. And as for Zach Charbonnet, they say he's a close call for week 1, but they're not going to say yes or no.
They're just going to keep saying that.
Yeah.
You just got to watch him in actual training camp and read if he's doing anything at all.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that he's not on the PUP right now is kind of crazy, though. Is he on
and
the
as
PUP?
for
he is on the PUP.
Yeah. And as for PJ Locke, he has a hyperextended knee. So, shout out to Kyle Shanahan after his little accident. He's doing better, I guess. He's back at they say he'll be back next week.
They don't make them like these.
Yo, man, hey, he took accountability. That was I have a lot of respect for that.
What up, Bakes?
What up, Bakes?
As for the PUP list, they put George Kittle on there, Kyler Gordon, Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph, Nick Gargulu, Gabe Jacobs, Alex Pierce, and CJ Allen. Now the NFI list is Isaiah World, TJ Edwards, and Jordan Turner. Now, Kitteh, would you mind hitting the contract extension drop, please? Pause.
Yeah. All right.
As for Christian Gonzalez and the Patriots, they have, I guess Bob Kraft came out and said they have a deal for him that will make him the highest paid cornerback ever. And I think it was over 30, they think like 34 million a year, but they're working on that.
$1 million.
Exactly. As for Chris Olave, he got a new 4-year extension with the New Orleans Saints. And
congratulations.
Seahawks defensive tackle Leonard Williams is exploring an extension pause with the Seahawks. And the Bears are interested in a long-term extension for right tackle Darnell Wright.
What do you guys think about that Olave signing? That might be a pretty nice, comfortable contract for the Saints.
He got $120 million and 90 guaranteed.
If that quarterback is who he is, then we might be talking about a payday, you know? So Olave being affordable is going to be pretty nice.
First of all, shout out to Olave because, he was a former first rounder. He had, he became the butt of everybody's jokes because he was the concussed El Concusto, and then he was one of the first ones wearing the Guardian cap, and then he got concussed wearing the Guardian cap. Remember that shit?
Yep.
And then but he last year he balled out. You know what I mean? And
but so funny, Lee, about getting concussions.
Well, I've had plenty, man. I'm not laughing. I've been concussed many times. I ain't laughing.
No laughing matter, Lee.
No, I'm laughing at what Tino said.
Oh, what? Okay.
I'm laughing what Tino said. The over-under.
Why are you laughing about concussions, man? Them things. Look at what they did.
I don't take that seriously, man. I've had a lot of those things. And it's not something to fuck around with. It's not.
And it's not going to take much for this kid, Shook. You know what I'm saying? All he has to do is win that division. They'll fuck around and extend him going into year 3 because he's a second-round guy. They don't have a 5th-year option on him. But the fact that Kellen Moore went up to go get him, this is a big prove-it year because he flashed real good. If they could win the division or he maybe get a wild card spot here, Like, you know what I'm saying? That's going to say a lot for this kid. They will extend him because he'll get extended for cheap. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Think about this. You're going to go into year 3, and that'll be his contract year right there, basically. Or not his contract year. He'll have one more year after that. So it's not far-fetched. This is the thing. They're paying an expensive running back, you know what I mean, with ETN. And they're not really paying anybody else. So they could actually how about this? They probably won't even pay him until going into year 4. They're gonna make him earn it these 2 years, because then they'll be able to get him hella weapons. Like, you know, that's probably a team that'll trade for CD next year. You know what I mean? And just go all out crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because who played with CD before? Who was there? It was Kellen Moore. You know what I mean? He played under Kellen Moore. You know what I mean? Like, I could just, and you could do stuff like that without paying a motherfucker a QB. So Shook's really interesting. But on the flip side of that, he's the shitty this year. They could easily be in the market next year. Would you be surprised? Like, if they absolutely are shit this year, they're gonna draft somebody, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if the reputation holds up and all these names that are highly touted end up being who they are and who we think they are, this is gonna be a nasty 27 class for anybody in that quarterback class. If you're eligible and you're looking for your new quarterback of the future, this is a nice opportunity. If you're going about the young way, if you're a team that's fortunate enough to be like the Rams or whatever, that they're gonna always be seeking guys like Dak and whoever else is coming up,
and then still have a Ty Simpson in the back pocket.
Yeah, Ty Simpson could be afforded a loss. You know, no risk, no reason to risk it. You know, because you're in position to win.
You got 5
Super
years
Bowls.
out of the kid. You got to fight. You know, it's like another Jordan Love situation, so to speak.
Yeah, man, could you
You know what I
imagine like some of the eligible free agents coming up and some of the landing spots that we're gonna hear? This is gonna be interesting. I'm not really looking at the class of 27, any of those quarterbacks making a difference in fantasy right away. But some of these free agent quarterbacks, holy shit, man, we're talking about some like actual money here. Gonna be fun.
I mean, shit, bro. Like, it is gonna be quite the carousel these next 2 years because of the veterans that are gonna lose the stranglehold on their jobs. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, and then there's Stafford. Like, how long until Stafford retires, right? You know, like what we were talking about with McVay, because that's gonna be a desirable spot for any of these veterans.
I think that's coming up pretty soon.
Mode.
I think he's got 2 years in him. I think.
You think he's gonna do
This year,
more?
next year.
I think he's got
that's his
next year.
contract, right?
I got this year and next, and then I think that's it.
I think his contract is until 28. So, I mean, maybe at minimum he had at minimum this year, next year. You know what I mean? Because I mean, shit.
When he's in the top 3 of
Man,
all
he might
time.
fuck around. If they win the Super Bowl, he'll fuck around and retire. I swear to God.
Well, what is he, top 3 of all time money right now?
Stafford, yeah. Yep.
He's
it's
fine.
like it's like Cousins, Brady, and Stafford.
He's signed a lot of contracts.
Stafford.
Yeah, Stafford signed a lot of contracts.
Like I think he's already had.
It keeps you away from that. What do we hate for? Like a quarterback, they don't want to play under the tag ever. That's
No.
that's
Unless
not
you're
great.
Kirk Cousins. I mean, he did it 2 years in a row.
Like the 20th best quarterback,
right? And then,
Stafford is like, way
Dak
better
did
than
it 1
20,
year.
bro.
Dak did
so
it 1
funny.
year
Yeah.
in 2020, and look what happened to him. That was the year he got fucked up. You know what I
I'm
mean?
telling you, man, the NFL's had this problem for a minute where they don't have enough quarterbacks in the world to have like enough.
We're kind of the
good
only country.
quarterbacks in
We're
the
the only
NFL.
country that plays this sport at this caliber. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Then
we
there's
only
there's
have
Canada.
truly like what 20. I would say like 20 out 9 if I'm being generous. There's a couple out there that I'm like.
Okay,
Willis
go
is
like
not,
this. Look at this,
and
bro.
then-
Look at this. 2 years ago, or in 2024 season, we had like
I like
41.
Brissett, but he's not a starting quarterback.
We had 41 different starting QBs in 2024. It was something ridiculous like that because there were so many injuries. We saw so many. We saw a lot of poor football. So you might be onto something here, is what I'm saying. Which you're talking about like 29 maybe. You know what I mean? Because like I mean, who we counting that we're not counting right now as starters, right? Like who's the shitty bottom three?
Yeah, I don't know, but Tino, you're right. We have 10 that are elite. You know, like we have some good quarterbacks. It's just like that's why.
Okay, no particular order. Elite, right? The Stallion, Burrow, Lamar, Mahomes, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw Dak in there. I'm gonna throw Stafford in there.
Yeah.
I'll throw in Herbert. Right? Are we throwing in any of the other? Are we throwing in some of these youngsters? I'm not throwing in no Bo Nix right now. I'm not
throwing in Trevor Lawrence either. So
I'm not throwing in Trevor Lawrence.
Young man, if you're listening, don't get your hopes up.
So 7. So we got 7 right here. Help me out. I'm missing some. I'll put. Are we gonna put Jalen in there? Are we putting Jalen in there?
Absolutely.
Right?
Did you put Lamar in there?
I got Lamar in there.
Brock?
Josh Allen?
I don't got the Brock yet. Of course I got the Stallion. I'll throw the Brock in there, but see, I just wanted someone else to say it.
No,
Dak
I wanted
Prescott.
someone else to say it.
Dak Prescott.
I already got him in there.
Who's in there? Baker?
Baker. I mean, okay, that would be 10 then. But see, Baker and the Brock, I think people would argue those two.
What about
them in
Jared
there.
Goff?
Fine. They can argue all they want.
Then there's Jared Goff.
I'll talk numbers.
Are we
with them
putting
real
golf
quick.
in there? Are we? Is the NFL? Are we putting golf on there? I would put golf in there over Baker.
He's proved very consistent and has a handle on that job.
He's been pretty damn good for almost 10 seasons.
Yeah. He's been consistent. I wouldn't say he's been super
He's
good.
a 2016 guy, so he's only
Being
really
consistent
had 2
in the
bad
NFL
years.
is saying a lot, and that's why Kirk Cousins got a lot of money, right?
Okay, so we're hovering around 10, 11 there because we could argue Baker or not, but I am going to argue Baker in his favor.
Oh yeah, because he's a gunslinger, and the way that
once he got into a good situation, he got right back into the playoffs twice. He was in the playoffs once with the Browns too. You know what I mean? And he beat the Steelers and almost beat the Chiefs. But there was I don't know if y'all remember, there was like a crowning call that really fucked the Browns up when they were like driving. I mean, the Chiefs were driving, and then they had him on a 3rd and short, and then there was like a crowning call, but they stopped them and they're like, oh, penalty. You know, it's one of those early like, oh, they're favoring the Chiefs type of shit.
Why can't I put Baker in there? Why?
I'll put Baker in there.
You want to put Baker in there? Come on, you got to put Baker in there.
Yeah, I'm putting Baker in there.
I think
and the only reason I put Justin Herbert in there
himself.
is because he has put up all the gaudy numbers already. You know what I mean? And like it's been more situation for that kid than not. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, he's with the Chargers, so.
Watson was borderline elite. Well, yeah, there was a time with the Houston.
Yeah,
team, he was pretty good.
Shit, yeah, the Houston Watson, right?
And and honestly, he was definitely easy top 8. Watson was, and
in those years when he played like 16 or damn near 16, he was always like QB6 or better. He was no less than QB6. I think he was QB6 like a few times.
Baker is definitely debatable. It's definitely not everybody's.
I just love Baker
number
too
10.
much.
Me too.
But think about the game. Look at who's
like
in
the
the
way
game
that,
right now.
Are
we putting did Sam Darnold win a Super Bowl? Now we have to put him in this conversation.
The decision that he makes in a split second is not always the best. And fumbles are terrible with Baker.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I would put golf over Baker. I did say that earlier. I love Baker. So if we remove Baker, we still have
who
only
else
10.
was terrible at
still have
fumbling?
only 10.
Favre.
Look. Here's and
Favre turned the ball over like
people
crazy.
are gonna argue the Brock too, but like I would just say, look at the starting QBs in the game right now. Drake May. I guess we gotta put Drake May in as like another guy.
No,
who's
we
like
don't have to. I think we value him in fantasy right now.
That is true. Just like we did Jaden Daniels last year.
Yeah. Jaden Daniels is probably, in my book, a better candidate of breaking into that group with the veterans. I just appreciate having the veterans out there that can, see the defense and make the reactionary call, because that's a lot of what defenses try and do is get you to start thinking, and then the quarterback has to make the right decision. So, it is what it is.
Even if we don't because people will argue the Brock in that conversation, right? Because I feel like if you look at the common trend of what we said, elite, these motherfuckers, I'm putting the Brock in there because the Brock, he's been a starter and more successful in that smaller period of time than like a Justin Herbert for that
He's
matter.
won some gritty games.
Yeah.
Not everybody can win the Super Bowl. Darnold won a Super Bowl.
Right.
I know we hate that. We love to hate on Darnold.
I hate Darnold. but we're not gonna. But it's not like we put Trent Dilfer or anybody in that conversation. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna disrespect Sam Darnold. He's put up some numbers for the last 2 seasons, but at the same time too. I think I'm blinded by my hatred for Sam Darnold too.
Yeah.
Well, I know we discussed it on Tuesday. Who was going to be first, Bijan or Gibbs? Well, the Falcons are actively negotiating a contract as we speak with Bijan Robinson. So,
Emil's got a question. Shout out to Emil. What are we doing with Keon Coleman in fantasy? Is there still hope? I saw some blurb about Keon Coleman, and guess who popped out of the woods? Steve, the other Bills receiver, that was like fairly steady for a little while, but never really the ceiling was never super good. Steve Williams.
You talking about the guy that's been on the team for the last couple of years?
No, I would say along the lines of maybe retired 5 years ago.
Oh, I don't know.
And the Bills, right? I'm fucking up. Let me look at the chat. Anybody in the chat know who I'm talking about?
This is what I'm saying. I don't know what to do with any of the receivers really for Buffalo. It's kind of crazy because you got Joe Brady, who's really he's the head coach now. He's not just the offensive coordinator. And I feel like with Joe Brady, in his history, he likes to spread the ball around a lot. You know what I mean? But but he has had a history of being able to concentrate that target market share to 3 targets. He just got so many targets over here. So we're trying to figure out, you know what I mean? Because you got Shakir, who's he's WR3 range, if you ask me, in fantasy. Then you got Keon, who's he got the high draft capital, but they fucking hated him last year. Remember that? They were benching him because he was doing some dickhead shit or whatever. And you got
Stevie Johnson, my bad. Not Steve.
And they brought in
Stevie.
Who's this?
Stevie Johnson.
Stevie Johnson. Oh, you're from back in the day.
Yeah.
If you would have said Stevie, I would have said Johnson.
Somebody wanted his opinion on Keon Coleman, and he was like, "Man, that guy's gonna be good." And they're all like, "What?"
Third year breakout's a real thing, but also at the same time, I guess we've seen flashes. I'm just trying to find out what to hold on to.
Some of the drops is ugly. A lot of the drops is what irks me.
Yeah, I will say they kept going back to him in those red zone packages to try to get the kid's confidence up, and he started catching tugs at the end of the year.
I'm telling you, the Bills are interesting to think about who you're going to be able to hopefully buy low, and they'll end up being the primary target because. I know we brought in DJ Moore, but I'm not really.
I was gonna say I think I just want DJ Moore.
You got Kincaid, you got the other receivers, you got Shakir. If his health is there, he's gonna be.
And then you got James Cook and the other pass catching running backs.
There's a chance that one of them breaks out and becomes the number one guy. I'm
gonna put my money on DJ Moore, bro.
DJ Moore,
the guy they paid up to go trade for.
He's always been solid for maybe 800 to 1,000.
But this is why I'm saying this though, is because DJ Moore played in this system and had his first career year. You know what I'm saying? Going back to in 2020, because Joe Brady was the OC in Carolina. You know what I mean? And this is why they people feel like, oh, they overpaid. Not Brady wanted this kid. You know what I mean? I like DJ Moore if I have to pick out of all of them. Keon Coleman, I saw the writing on the wall before last season. While there was still hype on him, I kind of moved all my Keon Coleman pieces for like, whatever I thought I could get, like that felt like a good deal at the time. You know what I mean?
I know we talked about it a few times last episode, but Kincaid could
he's probably gonna have
he could
a
be
solid
he
floor.
could in my opinion he could be the biggest, probably, like, he has the highest probability to be the breakout in my eyes, to be the go-to target.
He had hella double-digit games last year in fantasy. Then he got hurt.
Yeah, DJ Moore, that offense is going to score some touchdowns. Can't deny that, because you know how talented Josh Allen alone is, and none of them are superstars. But that's okay. Whatever. Josh Allen's a superstar. That's where Tino is like, there's 10 elite quarterbacks. There's probably not 10 elite. There's probably, like, what would you say, 5 elite and then 13 good quarterbacks. Enough to fill a 12-1 quarterback league. Everybody should have a pretty
who's the real? Okay, so let's do the real elite list real quick, right? Stallion, Joe Burrow. I'm throwing Burrow, and I don't give a fucking know who's Lamar.
I mean,
Stafford.
It goes down to it goes down to even like when we get to names like Bryce Young are going to be matchup, candidates. Like if they get fired up, there's a good amount of good quarterbacks, but 5 elite definitely. I don't know if I want to put Burrow in there. I think
it's crazy.
I like Burrow, but I'm not. I know, right? I'm not even up there with.
He's like the best passer in the game. Mahomes.
I'm more of a Mahomes.
Yeah, for sure.
Guy than a Burrow.
You know who's scared of? You know who's scared of Burrow? Mahomes.
That's true.
They gave a game up to Denver. They played all their second and third stringers on purpose against Bo Nixon in that rookie year to make sure, because if they were to beat the Broncos, the Bengals were in that year.
Okay. Yeah. For me, and I'm generally thinking like, okay, these are quarterbacks that would make any team better. And Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, not in every instance is Matthew Stafford gonna. Stafford is he 5 or 6? Stafford in there. You know what? We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's the reigning MVP. We'll throw.
He's a reigning MVP. He's had multiple 5,000-yard seasons, if I remember correctly. I think he has more than one. I might be wrong about that. I think he has at least 2. He might have 3. I know Drew Brees has 5 of them, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Brees is another testament that doesn't matter what maybe a different era, but that was a pretty brutal era too. It was
like for being that size. Pause.
Yeah. There was still some leniency with the hitting the quarterback for sure. But for today's sake, I think in real life, Mahomes is up there.
Sure. Mahomes got to be at the top, actually. Like, if you and I am saying because of the accolades, you know what I mean. And we can nitpick and be like, "Oh, what's Andy Reid and stuff?" But no. This motherfucker right out the gate, he was special.
Remember Brady and the Belichick effect, where when Brady decided to go there, like, we'll see. Brady might have been, he's always had Bill Belichick though.
Yep. Then he goes.
Didn't matter what.
He goes to an opposite-minded guy. Brisket, no biscuit, fucking Bruce Arians, bro. Uncle Bruce. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm thinking Mahomes is more on the level of an elite quarterback that can make any team better.
Dare I say, he's like the Tom Brady of that generation.
Peyton Manning's would make almost any team better. I know that there's certain offensive coordinators that be like, oh shit, Peyton Manning, I'd rather have a guy like Lamar.
I mean, think about this, bro. Think about this. how many offensive coordinators really came up out of under Andy Reid in this recent era, right? You know what I'm saying? Ever since the Mahomes era, I should say. Because before that, you had like Matt Nagy, you know what I'm saying? You had Doug Peterson. These guys all went on to have like moderate success, if not like real success. Like Doug Peterson won the Super Bowl, right? And then although Doug Peterson had a tree with the Shane Steichen.
Skylar Moore.
Like all these fools, when you're playing with a Mahomes, or when you're back in the days, if you're playing with a Manning, those OCs never got really too much hype because it's like, is it the OC or is it the QB? You know what I mean? Because they're that good. You know, look at Aaron Rodgers, the same thing over the years. Like you never really hear about these other coordinators that had success with them because most of the time it was the QB. You know what I mean? And those are what you would consider elite talent. And for me, I would always say elite. If I'm going to categorize elite talent at that position, time comes along with it. You know what I mean? Like I threw Dak in there without blinking an eye because he's consistent with the numbers he put up. Yeah, maybe the post shit. I put Justin Herbert in that conversation because the elite numbers, maybe the postseason shit isn't there at all. But you know what I mean? It's the fact that they're putting these numbers up in the chunky season. You know what I mean? Like look at Romo back in the days. Romo used to be one of the best in-season or regular season QBs. You know, even
and he was a pat. He padded his
stat pattern.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So at the end of the year, as a fantasy owner, you're like, yeah, I'll get Romo. I'll draft him as sometimes QB 9 to 12, depending on your league mates. If you didn't have a Dallas Cowboy fan,
I was about to say the Cowboy fans, they want him. They get him in the second round.
Man, I know, and you're like, definitely a Cowboys fan, but. Luckily for them, they had Zeke forever. They had Dez. They had a bunch of actual dogs. So, Cowboys this season too are one of my favorites for fantasy. Anybody can tell you that. That doesn't require too much thinking. Look at Derek.
I love the Cowboys this year.
Yep,
they're my favorites in that division.
Well, the Cleveland Browns, they nailed down two players. Denzel Ward got 2 years, $62.2 million extension. Grant Delpit, 3-year extension.
Yeah, my man Greg.
$16 million AAV and 35 guaranteed.
Yeah, because for the longest I thought his name was Greg until I actually read it one time. I was like, oh shit, I've been calling him Greg for years.
Yeah, that's
Greg Delpit.
You know that what do they call that? 2 last names instead of 2 first names. He's got 2 last names.
Right, Grant Delpit.
I mean, Grant, I guess is more. I don't know. Is it more common?
I knew a guy named Grant.
Last name, right?
But
I did too. I thought about that for a second. It took me a minute to really think hard, and I was like, pause, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, there are some guys that are Grant.
It's like James Bond. You got to say it with the last name Bond. James Bond. Right? Like that's how Delpit. Grant Delpit.
Yeah.
Like you gotta say it like James Bond. See?
Exactly.
2 last names.
You know, Grant is on the 50s.
Yep. Ulysses.
Now the numbers on Chris Olave's contract.
Hey, they don't make names like that no more, huh? Ulysses? Get over here, Ulysses.
Yuli. Yeah, actually.
Yuli? They call him Yuli for short.
Yeah.
Now the numbers on Olave's contract was a 4-year extension, up to $132 million, including 90 guaranteed.
Good shit, kid.
That's
How much?
awesome.
4 years? So it's basically 4 divided by 92. So all minus all that other shit's all incentives, I'm sure. And and games played, shit like that, you know what I mean? Because he has that injury history so I'm pretty sure there's all kind of shit worked in there that if he plays X amount of games, he gets this incentive, you know what I mean? But outside of that, so 4 into 90, so we're talking about he's getting about 22 a year guaranteed.
Now, as for Puka Nacua,
22.5 a year.
As for Puka, he's not expected to receive an extension at all this offseason. It's going to be next.
Well, they're a good organization. That's what you do.
Yeah.
You tell them.
Now, all right, Lee, man, don't make me bust them out, okay? I almost did. Hold on, Lee. All right, I ain't on my game like the normal guys, but don't make me pay attention harder and be like, hey, you know what? I gotta end up babysitting this guy. Now I know why. No, I'm just kidding.
No, good.
Now I know.
Now Baker Mayfield, as for the Bucs, only offered Baker Mayfield a 2-year deal, and we're pretty far from the $50 million range for Baker. And Baker's very insulted by the offer that he got. That's what he said.
I love this.
The Bucs
he's
came out
PO'd
this
right
morning
now.
and said that
Hey, Baker PO'd is the best Baker.
they said the Bucs came out this morning.
Watch this.
The Bucs came out this morning and said they were disgusted with how Baker handled this by going to the press about how much money they offered, and they weren't happy with that.
But you know what though? I bet you he got that locker room.
Yeah, for sure.
What? I bet you he got that locker room with him.
Now, as for Eagles defensive tackle Jalen Carter's new contract includes a $250,000 annual weight bonus.
Oh, he be gaining too much weight.
Yeah. So.
I heard he be battling with, like, you know what I mean, some mental health issues. And I feel like it has a lot to do with the guilt. He's guilt-ridden because, you know what I mean? He unfortunately unalived somebody.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that accident he had.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? That's some heavy shit to live with, you know what I mean? It was an accident. Nonetheless, you know what I mean? And obviously they knocked him because he fled the scene, but then he eventually turned himself in.
Yeah, it's a scene regardless. I know it's the wrong thing to do to flee the scene, but that doesn't mean that he's not undergoing some sort of like PTSD, we'll call it.
The fact. And like the reason I thought of this is because, like, you know what I mean? Like they said his weight gain was an issue. He might be dealing with it by just like grubbing and shit, you know what I mean? Or like keeping the same amount of regimen that you would eat as a fucking DT. A professional athlete in football, but then not working out as much. Remember, he started getting all beat up last year. Then he fractured like his shoulder bone or something like that, shoulder blade. Then he had to get surgeries and
a lot of that compounding on your mental state, man. I hope he's okay. I know it's life is rough, man.
I mean, think about this. I can't remember what podcast I was watching, but they were saying like, you know, whenever he get on the field, motherfuckers, they a murderer, and you know what I mean? Like, remember he's spitting with Dak's face or something like that last year? I mean, who knows what he could have said to him? Like, you know what I mean? He's probably easily triggered because of the shit that, you know what I mean, the ordeal that, he had put this other family through, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, as for the Via Vea sweepstakes, the Raiders have submitted a trade offer. He wants to trade out of Tampa, but Todd Bowles said this morning. Via Vea tweaked his back, and there is no trade discussions, but some have taken place. But a little like 10 minutes ago, the Buccaneers plan on retaining Via Vea for at least one more season, but trade interest has emerged around the league, so they want to keep him for one more year.
If the price is right.
If they're going in the wrong direction before trade deadline, he's out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he don't want to be there. Look, even right now, the back tweak. I don't believe that shit. Like, I tweak my back. I ain't practicing.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. You know what I mean? He's a veteran. I think this is going to be like his third contract, fourth. This is going to be his fourth contract. He got his rookie deal. He got extended early. Then I think they extended him again. So
they
did.
It
might be his fourth contract that he's seeking because he's a wily vet at this point.
Now, the teams that are interested in Stephon Diggs are the Ravens and the Commanders.
What?
Only two teams connected. Now, but
here's the thing, though, too. Stephon Diggs has been very vocal. He wants to play in the DMV. That's where he's from. You know what I mean?
And they're all saying if he does sign a deal, it's $1 year, $10 million, what they're saying. It's probably going to be at.
Yeah, and to be fully.
Yeah. Now, shout out to Derek. Jerry Jones said this. He's willing to trade a premium draft pick for a defensive playmaker. And he also said this. He believes George Pickens could be a Cowboy for the rest of his career.
Yeah. Like it.
And then as for Quentin Williams, wants to remain in Dallas for the long haul. So,
yeah.
For sure.
Now, as for
no taxes and all the benefits of
and they didn't trade it for they traded up some high capital to get him. Like, I don't understand. Like, I mean, See, now they're trying to do the balancing act of like making George Pickens like the highest paid at one point because that's what he's going to earn if he follows up this year like he did last year, especially with if CD's healthy all year. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like if George Pickens ends up being like the leading producer out of the two and they're both healthy all year, bro, they're going to have to reset the market with him. So that might, and then, if Quentin Williams has a breakout, not a breakout year, but like a big year for DT purposes, is he going to demand to reset the market? Because
I think Derek is right. They need to replace the threat Parsons always possessed with Crosby or somebody at an elite level. And I don't know, they've been pretty unsuccessful drafting these guys. They've just been like missing and missing and missing.
The 49ers want him.
Whatever. We'll see.
Breaking news. 49ers want Crosby.
Hey, Kitteh, could I please have the league business drop, please?
The business, all right. Let's get it.
Shout out before I get to that one. Emil did have a fantasy question. If Diggs goes to the Ravens, what happens to Bateman?
If
Diggs goes to
the Ravens. That again? If Diggs goes to the Ravens, what happens to Bateman? That's Emil's question.
Baker, as in the receiver.
No. If Diggs, if Stephon Diggs goes to the Ravens.
Yeah, but why would that affect Baker?
No, not Baker. Bateman.
Yeah, you kept saying Baker every time.
I was so confused. I didn't know what was happening. I was like, Baker Mayfield.
Bateman's paid, and Bateman is truly a field stretcher, if you ask me. He's just a giant field stretcher. And he makes big plays down the field because you're going to suck up everybody's paws to try to stop the run 9 times out of 10. So he'll burn a single coverage.
Yeah, they're not the same player.
I think Diggs kind of affects Zay Flowers in that aspect because they might push Zay to the outside more often than not because Zay is the guy they move around the formation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Zay's the guy they've hit off with like some yak type shit. And like Diggs, but see, here's the thing too. Diggs might just be a possessional guy, red zone guy. I mean, if he comes in and they're only paying him $10 million, that could say a lot too, like of how much they're probably going to use him compared to. I mean, all those new guys they drafted, they're there goes those guys, right? And like Bateman, he has his own solidified role, and I think Zay and the tight ends. See, here's another thing I just thought of to cut my own self off. I don't even know what to expect with like who's the offensive coordinator. Like I mean, the only thing I think that we could really expect is that they're going to run the ball like hell with Henry and with Lamar. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to determine what they're going to do here. You know what I mean?
I mean, Diggs was successful catching a lot of passes from Josh Allen, so he might be able to handle that. And he
did kill it with Diggs.
Yeah,
I mean with Diggs with Drake May last year.
Yeah, I think that the more I think about it, Diggs going to Baltimore makes some sense. Yeah. Why
Here's
not?
Another thing too in fantasy.
Bateman's
not someone I'm ever thinking about starting like 10 times out of 10 anyway. So like,
they're gonna run the ball.
Diggs would be someone I would consider starting if they had Diggs over there.
Now, as for the Green Bay Packers, report a $14.5 billion in shared NFL revenue, and the Packers generated $299.8 million in local revenue. And Lambeau Field expected to host additional major events this coming season. And Ed Policy says Lambeau Field naming rights are not for sale. And also the NFL continues.
The good people of Green Bay.
And anybody cares, like it's in the middle of nowhere.
And the NFL continues to investigate the Josh Jacobs situation. Dun, dun, dun. And Bill Belichick wants the NCAA and the NFL playing rules standardized.
What does that mean? Standardized?
I guess the same rules apply, I believe. That's what I would say. Standardized. And also the NFLPA reviewed the Panthers practice following Nick Skirton's ACL injury. There was no rules broken. And the Seattle Seahawks on August 4th will be on Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks.
And the NFLPA eliminated the 60-day rule for agent solicitation.
I haven't been bothered with the Hard
60 days you
Knocks.
can't contact them.
I don't know. Am I alone on that? Like
What?
I've watched. I think the Chiefs won the most for whatever reason.
Here's the thing.
But like, I didn't even watch it all.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. It goes back to Hard Knocks, the Texans. I watched this joint. DeAndre Hopkins was going hella crazy. I made sure I drafted him everywhere, and it worked out, right? And then, so every year I started watching Hard Knocks, and then I would be like, oh, whoever was balling, I'd try to find a way to draft them, just at least one of them, right? And then it never worked out. And you know who fucked it up for me the most was the 2016, like Jared Goff and them in the Rams, right? But then they come back again and put the Rams in there in 2017. And I'm like, fuck that. Fuck Hard Knocks and all this shit. And then that was probably the year I should have watched it because then I probably would have been heavy on Todd Gurley. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, Todd Gurley.
Yeah, because then everyone was like, Todd Gurley was like the talk of like Hard Knocks that year. And he went crazy for like 3 years straight.
Yeah. Well, he had a lengthy career. He
had a very short-lived career. Him and David Johnson. Like him and David Johnson.
Running back, I think in running back lifespans, that was actually a pretty long. There was some longevity to being good for that long. Like Gurley was pretty good for.
Look at 2016.
At least.
Look at 2016, bro. We had Zeke, we had Gurley, and we had David Johnson. Those three went crazy. But by the time we got to 2020,
a little bit different.
We got to 2020, it was only Zeke, and I think by 22, Zeke was already fell off. So Zeke really went the distance with the amount of workload he was getting, all things considered, being a 2016 guy. 2017, we had CMC from Fournette,
yeah, there
Kamara.
you go. Names like that. I feel like Gurley had like just as long of a career and then possessed the elite. Whereas those other guys, they didn't necessarily achieve that Gurley elite.
I think Gurley had a thou wow in 16. Gurley, you're right. Gurley wasn't a 2016 guy. Gurley was a 2015 guy. My bad. So Gurley did his thing. Because he was injured to start his rookie year. I think he only played like 8 games.
He did his thing for a minute.
But then
I can go.
And in 16, he flashed here and there, but 17 is when they got Sean McVay there, and he went crazy in his third year. Yeah. So damn, who else? Oh, it was Jordan Howard was the other 2016 guy. It was Zeke, fucking David Johnson, Jordan Howard.
Another one that was good for Thou Wow for a long time was Fred Jackson. Played football for
and the reason why he was always at Thou Wow because he was sharing with CJ Spiller.
Yeah, you're right. 2015. So that's a pretty nice career for what he went.
2015
out
to 19 basically.
Being serviceable for whatever.
In 2020 he played for the Falcons, and it wasn't. He fell into the end zone like 4 or 5 times, I would imagine, but he was whack on the ground. It was a bad team.
He has a career of over 67 touchdowns total, 88 games, and 1,460 rushing yards.
And he did that all on an arthritic knee from coming out of college, which is kind of amazing if you think about it.
He was the first
knock. That he had like these surgically repaired knees, and he had like arthritis in his knees, and he was young, and he got bone on bone with their paws.
He was the 2017 AP Offensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year in 2015.
He got Rookie of the Year. He did. How many games did he play? Like 9. That's fucking sick. I didn't remember that. I do remember. I think he put up
he played 13 games.
Oh,
he started 12
played 13
of them,
games,
and he got 1,100. His best was 1,300 with 13 touchdowns, and then through the air 788.
I was about to say he had that 2 Thou Wow year all purpose.
So That was pretty pretty memorable as a fantasy football manager.
Fuck yeah.
Loved me some of that season.
Because he was taking those. Remember, that was the bubble screen era of McVay. And like,
what's up,
everybody
AJ?
was taking bubble screens to the house, like whether it was Woods or Cup or Gurley or fucking Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, he was nasty.
Well, shout out to the Ginger Ninja.
Yeah, when we were talking about what's up, AJ?
What up, AJ?
Yeah, you got your nephew in the building.
Thanks,
Definitely Zeke for a long time was in the top 4 running backs off the board.
AJ, can I announce it?
Let's see.
AJ, put it in the chat. Can I announce it?
He said, "Tell Bogey to acknowledge his son."
Hey, listen. I want to acknowledge my future grandson too, man. AJ's gonna be a dad, man. I love you, son.
Congratulations.
He's gonna have a Sagittarius too. He's gonna be like this in December.
Congratulations. That's awesome, bro.
He's almost in the home stretch. He's powering his way through the second trimester right now. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah, that's a wonderful experience.
I'm gonna be a grandpa. It's my son's son.
Well, we know with Slick Rick going down, the news came out. Deshaun Stripling has become an immediate fantasy contributor and a ADP riser in the past 24 hours.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Ricky Pearsall died, and it was like, and here's the second round draft capital receiver that, and shout out to JD. He put it in our thread the other day. He said Sean McVay even wanted Brett. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sean McVay would have drafted Brett in the second round.
What do they call that? Great minds think alike.
Yeah. I mean, we know how dope those coaches' eyes for talent is. You know what I mean?
At least for fantasy purposes.
I mean, like, here's the thing:
it's hard to argue the numbers both those teams have recently been putting up.
Think about this: you could argue, or it's these guys, it's these coaches' scheme. You put anyone in there, I would agree with that. But then, let alone when you put a talented ass receiver in that offense in those schemes, and then you get, okay, Brandon Ayuk, no matter what you think about him or how we all feel about him, put that aside. He had a 1,400-yard season when he finally came into his own in that offense. You know what I mean? Once he finally got a good quarterback throwing the ball, shout out to the Brock. You know what I mean? Like,
George Kitteh is probably recognized,
but people were probably scratching their head for
pass catching tight end / full-time blocker. I mean,
George Kittle.
He's really been the standard for a true tight end outside of Kelsey being a ball magnet, pause or whatever,
or even Gronk in his day.
Yeah, that's how long Kittle's been playing too. That's crazy. Yeah, he's been doing it for a minute.
He was like a baby Gronk because he could throw fools out the club. How many times have you seen Gronk just like throw somebody right out the club? Just block them all the way to the sideline, just to hell.
That's what you need as a tight end that's going up against some of those defensive ends in the NFL, man. That's no joke.
Right. Yeah, and shout out to Kittle. He was like, what is he? He's only like 6'3", 6'2".
What's up, Kamish?
What up, Kamish? Shout out to the Craig.
Well, shout out to the Ginger Ninja. Adrian Peterson enters the Vikings Ring of Honor on November 9th this year.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to all day, man. AD.
Shout out to the Crooked Commish. Caleb Williams lost 10 to 15 pounds this offseason to improve his mobility.
That's a lot of weight.
You ain't lying now. And the Buffalo Bills unveiled Nickel City alternate uniforms. I like the Jets' new helmet.
Hey, Nickel City still exists?
Yeah, they call their unveil Nickel City alternate uniforms.
Yeah, but did y'all ever have Nickel City around y'all way?
Yeah. And Chiefs offensive coordinator
Hold on, Ali. Y'all ain't never had Nickel City?
Mm-mm.
It was an arcade, but like the gimmick was like, you know what I'm saying, you it's all nickels. So the games were The games were like either 10 cents, and the new games were like 15
Yeah, we had a place in Massachusetts called Fun and Games that had all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about Nickel City.
No, I've never seen that.
Okay, because I always thought Nickel City
I've never
was just
seen
a
that,
Cali
but we
thing.
had something similar to it though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's Nickel City alternate jerseys. I was like, oh shit, Nickel City's like
that's what they called their jerseys. Yeah. And as for Chiefs, Eric Benamy, he's left camp to focus on his wife's and his family situation going on.
They probably call that place Nickel City as a nickname. What city? What jerseys were those?
They're called the
No, for what team? I mean,
Nicholas City alternate uniforms.
But for what team?
The Buffalo Bills.
Oh, okay. Maybe they're called Nickel City over there. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they're mining for nickel or something.
Yeah, they use nickel in a lot
But
of shit.
hey, Bogey, were you talking about the arcade, Nickel City?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I knew it. Come on, we're Cali kids. I'm like, yes, I knew.
Bro, I loved Nickel City.
And
That's
they had a whole
the only place you could drop $20 and legit be like
all day
occupied.
And because they had a whole entire section of the classic arcade games. Those were all
heavy
free.
ass bucket.
Those were all free. Like you can go play the Ninja Turtle game or the X-Men game with all with the 4 players, or the fucking Simpsons game, or all the old school arcade games. Those were all free. You know what I mean? But and then the kicker was you had to pay like $5 entry fee.
Hey, we I don't know how to think that simple, but he's right. Maybe that is it true? It's because of the nickel. It has a buffalo on it. I never fuck with no nickels.
They probably call it nickel. Yeah, because I guess as much as I love money, I didn't know that.
Yeah, hey, Bogey, the commission said, Bogey, how excited are you to have Debo come back?
Care about him too
and then part 2 is how effective do you think he will be?
Debo. The nickel thing was funny.
I mean,
first question: are you excited to have him?
Kitteh made a good point earlier. Like Debo's with Jordan James being out right now, Debo could be also. He's so multifaceted. He could be like a backfield insurance too. You know what I mean? So, I mean, listen, Debo with Debo there, we have Debo plays, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't just like, oh, Debo's going to replace Ricky. Like, Debo's back, so there's a Debo playbook. You know what I mean? Like, Debo's an X factor with Shanny. You know what I mean? Maybe at this point in his career, at this age, I would say personally, he's probably lost a step. You know what I mean? But maybe he just was unenthused last year. He did well last year. Actually, when you think about it, he did very well last year with the. He got like 80 balls. Pause.
Yeah. Now, what else we got here? I have some fantasy news or player-wise. Dan Campbell said this on Jahmyr Gibbs. It's going to get done, meaning his contract. I'm not even sweating it. Baker Mayfield, as he said, he feels disrespected and undervalued by the Bucs. And Puka continues to dominate in Rams training camp the first 2 days. And Blake Corum's role continues to rise. They say he's going to have a much larger role this coming season.
There it is.
And Woody Marks is expected to earn meaningful touches in the offense this year. And Carson Beck continues to improve some days, and some days look like total shit, too.
Carson Beck?
Yeah, and
I mean he's a rookie learning a new system that's pretty intricate. I would imagine it's a Michael LaFleur who's just spent the last couple years with McVay and spent the vast majority of his career with Shanahan before that. So,
I mean, this is like throwing like a sheep to the wolves or the cow to the raptor pit or whatever.
Right. And they got some decent guys on their defense too. In practice, they're probably fucking that kid up,
dude,
picking him off.
I wouldn't be on the lookout for him to be very fantasy relevant, but maybe.
Yeah, and you know what though, too? Here's one thing: when it just comes to like quarterbacks, period, when we're looking at training camp shit, if they're throwing hella picks and stuff like that, I don't never like sweat it because then the blurbs will be like, oh, he's throwing a bunch of turnovers and. They're taking shots. It's training camp. They're trying things. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't ever really buy too much into it. But yeah, Carson Beck, he is a rookie, and I don't really expect too much. So
now, this last piece of news is Devon A-Chain said this. He believes Miami's offense will be run heavy, boosting his fantasy outlook.
Well,
yeah. You know what else is going to get boosted up? That is stacked box percentage.
Exactly.
Hey, good for that kid, though, because here's the thing. Is like, man, if we can get him at a value, that would be dope. People are going to, he gets drafted so fucking high where it doesn't mitigate any of the risk. But, like, as long as he doesn't lose his...
he's one of the more likely home run hitters of the week. So,
yeah. I mean, if you stack a box and you get through that shit somehow, boom, you're gone. No one's stopping you.
Also, the Rams have adjusted Matthew Stafford on a lighter practice schedule, just like they did with Justin Herbert. He's going to get a day off here and there and just have lighter schedules.
Why did Justin Herbert get in that conversation right now?
Because they did exactly the same thing with Herbert.
But see, it makes sense for Stafford because
he's
age. A very old man considering in football.
Who knows? But also, Mason Rudolph opens camp as the Steelers' QB2. And the Vikings are saying players will not influence the QB decision for the over there with Minnesota. So on that note, and also Tony Romo is on leave after his issue with the CBS put him on leave, and J.J. Watt is going to take his place along with Jim Nantz and Tracy Wolfson for now until everything is cleared up.
Well, does that mean that's all but guaranteed, or is that? All
I know is he has like $70 million left on his contract.
When are we start? Pretty soon, huh? Because of the next week is the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah, I think it's the 4th, I believe.
And they hired the A team for preseason as well, outside of the prime time, if there is any.
J.J. Watt is going to cover for Romo, right?
Yeah, J.J. Watt. Yeah,
CBS is doing the Hall of Fame game?
I guess so.
J.J. Watt, listen, he's like watching paint dry.
Yeah, I'm not too excited about that as a replacement.
Like Romo's like charismatic.
Dynamic to, the
J.J. Watt's real serial. Like he's real serious. Like a motherfucker. He's serial as a motherfucker.
And also, offensive coordinator Grant Udisky, or I guess he's the Jaguars. He's going to call their preseason plays, I guess, to get him exposure in the coaching world. And Nathaniel Hackett praises the Arizona running back room. And the Cowboys hired Will Grier as an offensive assistant.
So, look at Will Grier. He's trying to follow in the footsteps of a Kellen Moore.
That's a up and down journey.
Well, at one point, Kellen Moore was the backup to the backup to Dak. Kellen Moore was sitting behind a butt fumble because butt fumble was still in the game as Dak's backup, right? And then Kellen Moore, as the backup, was also like at the time like an assistant to fucking what's his name, Jason Garrett, and then. Eventually, boom, they're like, all right, you're not a QB anymore. You're going to be the fucking OC assistant. And then he became the OC. In the first year, they wouldn't let him call the plays. Then that first year they let him call the plays was 2019. We saw Dak go crazy. He threw for like 4,900.
The commish says the Hall of Fame game is Thursday. This Thursday.
Yep. Let's go. Playmaker watch party's back.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm excited, man.
Fuck, we went through a whole season without doing any gimmick episodes yet.
Is week 1 going to be the most interesting preseason game? Well, or is the dynamic on preseason changing because there's only 3 of them, and they're like, well, maybe we'll be a little bit more cautious with our veterans. No need to, like, are we going to see a lot of these veterans in 100% in these games?
I mean, well, here's the thing.
I know some of these quarterbacks have to at least get a half. Like that's guaranteed.
The McVay tree, I mean, the McVays of the world, he don't run his starters like almost at all. You know what I mean? Like they don't run them at all.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And then
I guess
there's like
depends. right?
Then there's there's the Niners who will run them to very minimal though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Especially
even if it's just like that.
The ones that are coming off injury, we're not gonna run them out at all. You know what I mean? We're not even playing around. That's how we're spooky like that. We be some scary motherfuckers. We're already beat up. Look at us. Fuck that substation. Anyways, then you got
take it easy, Peacock. He's going back to lunch.
For show.
He says,
appreciate you, Peacock.
Love you. Have a great rest of your show. Yeah, we will.
Yeah, man. Love you, brother.
Thank you very much. Love you too.
Yeah, man. That's our guy, Peacock.
Yeah, that's
man.
right. Miles Peacock, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, hey, you know what's crazy? You know, that they need to get. He's gonna get his just due. I feel it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We got 39 days until
he's a grinder. That's what happens, anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, like he's. I mean,
when you
arguably,
keep grinding that hard for real.
Yeah, arguably, he's doing already very. He's a successful. He's a successful person, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on, man. You know what I mean? It's a credit to his grind. You know what I mean? And you know, and everyone will, you know, people have a different idea of success. You know, everything's subjective. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? As a man, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Or in the workforce, or as a man in life, as a father, you know what I mean? Husband, you know what I mean? Peacock, he's the bar. You know what I mean? He's definitely set the standard. You know what I mean? Shout out to our guy.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Mike Evans been making a lot of one-handed catches.
Peacock, I think my Neon Peacock deliveries is getting delivered right now.
There you go.
Wow. Are you gonna do an unboxing in front?
I guess it wasn't mine. It was the neighbor's shit. I'm waiting for my shit. I got the ill. So last minute, I was like, "Ooh, can you do a GWN in the yellow font?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." Boom. And then I got it over a black tee. I'm like, this one's gonna be hard. You know what I mean? I'm like, you know, now we're just gonna start doing different colorways, type of shit.
Yeah, that's a nice starter.
Yellow
where
or white next time.
Oh, okay. See, I thought you were rolling into like if you get the yellow on yellow or something. Because you rock the white on white and the black on the black, and then
I think I ruined that
do
for
the red
everyone.
on red.
Like I got the one white on white, and it's a 1 of 1. That shit's sick. Like I've only worn it like 4 times because it's like it's a 1 of 1. You know what I mean? They won't let me do it. No, but then they got the little Bogard Scott-free graffiti joint. I had it in the red and white, but I had him do one in the yellow too. So I got that over the black too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, well, and the reason I was doing this because I was like this close to buying these Tiger Stan Smiths. They had like tiger fur on it, but they were like yellow and black. But I was like, I can still wear my black stuff. Then I almost bought these all yellow fucking banana ass Stan Smiths, but they didn't have my size. And I was like, that probably saved me.
When I got the yellow on the black GWN print, it came out a little bit brownish. So it ended up.
You got the yellow on the black?
Yeah, I got the yellow T and the black lettering.
Oh, okay. And it came out a little brownish.
Yeah, but it works for me because I'm a Padres fan. So
it does.
It literally like fits all sorts of hats that I have.
See, look at that.
Yeah, it was dope. Just to let you know, if you get the yellow and you want the black on it, it sometimes to me it doesn't.
I almost pulled
black.
the trigger on that actually. I was actually.
But you know, obviously it might be just the illusion and the my eyes.
I want to get the, you know, they got the yellow and they got the gold, or is this kind of like a mustardish?
I got a gold. The official color would be gold. Yeah.
Yeah, gold, right? Yeah, I want to get the white letters over that one.
That one might look good. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fresh.
Yeah.
Because then you can wear like a white hat or like a fucking, you know what I mean? Something.
Anyways, that was that tee on the site is one of the most customizable in terms of the colorways. Like that one, you get a lot of different colors.
Yeah, like Matty Law, he ordered a red. He ordered a red with the black letters on it. I was like, oh, that's kind of badass. You know what I mean? We got to do a red letter one so we can do it over the black, like the wolf.
That's what I'm saying. I know. I was just thinking that. I was like when I brought that idea up, I was like, oh shit, I don't even think you can do that. I think this is black and white right now.
Yeah, so we have black, white, and we have yellow now. So
as lettering.
Yeah.
Yellow on yellow. Yeah.
Shout out to Money Mayberry. He's going to try and be there Thursday night.
Okay, cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
Right
I
on.
already locked in with them.
Court. If he
Join the
doesn't
party.
have court, if he doesn't have, if he doesn't,
he's staying with us though. I already spoke with him, so because the last time I spoke with him, he was talking Friday, so he was talking Thursday. That's all good too.
Well, no, because he said he talked. I called him last night. We were talking on the phone, and he said, "Right now, I don't have court on Friday." He goes, "My plan is to come in on a Thursday night."
Okay, nice. Hell yeah.
He said because that way, because I want to get there, so I'm there for the draft and all that.
He
kind of
did
stuff.
tell me though. He did tell me though. He was like, I just want to be there for the draft, but he doesn't want to compete in it. So we still have the one spot. I do have somebody that can fill it.
He said he wants
to
do
a couple names. I'm just trying to see which one. You know, I'm like, the moment someone says, "Okay, give it to me," I want it. Pause.
He said to me on the phone, he goes, "I want to do a league this year. I'm already in the league. I want to get my feet wet. Pause this year, and then next year possibly do a Vegas draft."
Yeah, come on. So. Hey, but you know he's in it for the good time, and just like a Matty Law, you know, what I mean, just like we got my boy AG, we got a bunch of cats that just come out to party and just have a good time. You know what I mean? Yeah,
he's
with the homies.
I'll tell you one thing. He goes, "Man, I'm looking forward to it. I had such a blast last year. I can't wait to have more fun this year."
Him and I both. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure we all have the same sentiment. You know, this is it's our literal boys trip every year.
Yes, sir.
While we go through the, you know, for some that might consider mundane or monotonous everyday go-abouts, or for some, you know what I mean? You know, maybe they are very traveled. And for me, you know what I mean? It's more the latter. Where like I'm or more the other way, whereas you know what I mean, just the everyday routine. It's not quite as mundane as I would say, as I do like my everyday go-abouts. Love waking up and getting to it. You know what I mean? And just we go from counting all the days down from afar to like now we're like less than 20 days or whatever it is. So this is pretty cool. I'm excited.
Yo, we're 3 weeks away.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Word. So you're about 21 days.
Because Friday's the draft.
Yeah. Bruh, it's going down.
Yeah, draft is serious business. Also, we're not gonna do the sticker board and
oh, we got one in the tuck. Steamboat. He's a man of the people, like all of us. So he was like, look, I'm gonna have a board on hand just in case if people don't want to do the digital board. He's like, I'm let it up to the people.
Oh, we're gonna do both of them.
Yeah, but that digital board is gonna be badass. I already know it. You know what
is it? What do you mean digital board? Is it actual hardware?
No, so like we'll have the TVs up, right? And we're boom with the laptop, and then you have one person controlling it. You know what I mean? It goes and you have all the names and the categories. You know what I mean? And then you know what I'm saying? If motherfuckers could sign in on their phone if they want to look at the list of names that are available. You know what I mean?
I gotta check this out.
Or they can just follow along on the board. You know what I mean?
Cool. I gotta check it out. All right.
Yeah. But yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? We could put a ball on this one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you guys already know neonpeacockmerch.com. Let them know what you got going, Lee. I'm pretty sure you got like 8 shows today.
No, I already took care of a power hour this week.
So let's see. This is all. This is news to some of the people in the league. This is just something that I'm bringing up because I just learned it too. And looks like Derek is real quick. Is it still no phone and paper and pencil pen only? Like, what does that mean? Like, we have to bring our own pen and pencil.
Oh, I thought Diamond Joe was saying that tongue in cheek.
No, he was. He said it's up to you if you want to bring. I'm coming with everything in my phone this year.
Oh, I mean, no, yeah. Bring your own weapons of mass destruction. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So it's not going to be on a sleeper. What he meant to say,
I have internet access.
Diamond Joseph says you must come prepared.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah,
what he means ultimately is there's going to be no
internet
sleeper
access, and I couldn't use my phone or something. I was like, God damn it! All right, this is gonna be weird, but I'll do it. Whatever. Let's get serious.
No. What he means is there's not going to be a sleeper to the draft while we're going in real time like it was last year because everyone was doing that, and he didn't realize it was on, so he cut it off after he's like. Everyone be prepared. Like, you know, is what he's saying. You know what I mean?
No, I've been grinding.
So it's not because when we had it, when it was going on the sleeper last year, and we're at a live draft, it was kind of defeating the purpose of because everyone was just looking at it's like drafting, like doing a mock draft or not a mock draft, like doing an online draft, but we're just having to be in person type of shit. You know what I mean? So and the digital board is just the same thing as stickers and stuff, just minus stickers. You know what I mean? But he created the shit.
But like during the draft, I'm still gonna go on Sleeper and look at my team.
Yeah, that's fine.
Look at everything.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's cool. That's fun. Yeah. That's way different from me putting a bunch of shit on a piece of paper. I don't want to do that. I got plenty of teams built and stuff that are like, oh yeah, I can use that as a whatever, a gauge.
Yeah, this AJ too. AJ, he be doing the wild videos and shit for his business. So I'm excited because he's like, I'll get you that video by the end of the week. So I'm gonna remind him today. Like, yeah, I need that video. You know what I mean?
All right.
He might already have it in the tuck because you know what I mean. Everybody's cutting their little promos, but I was like, some of us are using like AI or just or some of us are just doing simple videos.
Oh,
and he's like, I got some. Because he got a whole green screen room and he be doing like characters and shit and he has costumes. I'm like, give me one of them characters, bro. You know what I mean?
The West Side League is still going to be played through Sleeper, right?
Of course.
Yeah, so during the draft, are we going to update Sleeper at the same time?
I'm pretty sure if Diamond Joe's like, it might be an after the fact thing, but I'm pretty sure that his app too might feed it in real time. I think his app is
about the I Know Ball app? Which one's that for?
That's pretty cool.
I think he was saying something like that, yeah.
Man, this is gonna be amazing. We got our own app. We got our own fucking like compound. This is gonna be fucking
and the app
next
is,
level
because we're gonna be live drafting. Listen, we're live drafting. We got Art hosting it. Like the way I'm envisioning it is like we got everybody right here. Then there's the screens, and then we got the operator for the screens, which would be Diamond Joe. I'm pretty sure, on the side, and then we got goddamn Art just announcing the picks. People come up, I want such and such. Boom, Art announces the pick, goes up on the board, and then go to the testimony, talk to Bones. Boom, you know what I mean?
I agree, Derek. It's a relief not having to go the whole distance on a whole like West Side League draft, because that ain't no like, oh man, I'm gonna approach this not prepared type of draft. we got a lot of savages, and
they're coming far and wide. We come far and wide for this one.
The championship on this one, it's like the FIFA World Cup of fantasy football. Come on. Bro, this is gonna be seriously one of the best leagues I ever ever.
There's nothing like the live draft, especially with the homies. We got good food, we got some drinks, good times. You know what I mean?
It's shout out. It's year 2 of doing this with the West Side, so I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a thing here on the
GWN. Bigger in year 2. Pause.
You get to look forward to some draft content. Yeah, we give you the content to be successful in a draft, and the content to keep you focused and ahead of the game when it comes to the waivers. That first 5 weeks, those are usually difference maker pickups, and more often than not, I find myself measuring out the success where you got to pay attention to the names that were dropped for some of the popular players. Sometimes you'll be able to score a name and not even expect them to be in the waiver discussion because somebody's anticipating a running back gaining that RB2 is awfully enticing, and that running back group, it shuffles around that waiver period with the running backs. Shoot, let's talk about business. Look, it's good to have a game plan. It's not out of the question to draft a team with that mentality.
Derek.
If for some reason you can, I know not every league is rotating, but if you get into a rotating waivers, and you end up having that position where you can get one of these guys off the waivers and they solidify that position of weakness that you drafted. RB2 is probably the easiest one in my eyes. I know it's not the popular way to do it. A lot of people, it's been this way for a long time, and it's the trend is doing the double hero RB. But I'm opposite. I'm doing the wide receivers. I'm gonna stay steady with the wide receiver heavy. If I have a trio of wide receivers as my starting lineup, like especially if that's the requirement, which is a Yahoo setup, right? They give you 3, whereas in ESPN they gave you 2, and then but in Yahoo they gave you 3 out of the go. I still think that I had a lot of success just going, okay, I'm gonna bully the league with the top receivers ever since like I started playing fantasy. And the whole time I've been playing, this double hero RB has been the top of the town. He's like, oh yeah, you got to get the double hero. Unless you're not getting Bijan and Gibbs, dude. It's like it's kind of like a roll of the dice. Whereas if you target like a CeeDee Lamb and a Jettas, those are like, man. And then if you're waiting around in round 3 and you have the ability to get one of those running backs, I wouldn't push it because that wide receiver is probably pretty nice still because those running backs have been going off the board. It's that dead zone.
Yeah.
Getting that dead zone, you're like, okay, that means something, right?
Right.
So you don't touch it. Don't touch those guys. And then just play the game of waivers where opportunity strikes. It's the same thing over and over. Wide receivers, if you have 3 good wide receivers, you're probably rolling week to week as a steadier top end team in your league. You're gonna see those 2 running back teams blow up, no doubt about it. But on the steady Eddie freaking 3 wide receivers is pretty nasty, man. No matter what year it is.
I know. I hate seeing the big name running backs because in redraft, I just will never have them. I just because I want to go receivers early. Maybe I'll change one day.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, we've seen the success rate because you and I think alike in this.
There's no
aspect
going
where
back.
If I have the number 1 pick this year and it's a redraft, I probably am picking Gibbs. But I don't know. Jamar Chase is nice too.
And you know what's crazy too is like if I keep arguing with this, like if say I have like a top 3 and I have a shot at Josh Allen and it's a super flex, like I almost just take Josh Allen.
Yeah, quarterback, right? You know.
Well, I'm just saying because like fuck every other quarterback, that's the only one I would take there.
Quarterback is super easy to pick up points late in the draft.
The consistency is impeccable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Allen is definitely an outlier in quarterbacks. I think he's in his own tier. Consistency, right?
When it comes to fantasy, yeah.
Yeah, he's nice. Nice early round pick in a super flex. 9
times out of 10,
a lot of the times that first round.
9 times out of 10, I still go like Jamar Chase or Puka or you know what I mean. Whoever's my favorite receiver available there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then I'll tell myself, I can just wait on the Goffles of the world, or God forbid the Sam Darnolds, or you know what I mean. Like there's just when it's easy to get off the Josh Allen idea early, but it's just it's the most consistent thing you could do. We have like 6 years of this now. You know what I mean?
It is pretty wild to see those types of numbers being put up.
Yeah.
And realize
he actually had like a down year for passing wise this past year.
Yeah, but in your fantasy league, he's still finishing at the top 2 or something like that of his position.
And a lot of times he finishes top 2, he's not 2. You know what I mean? He's 1.
Yeah, there you go. Overall, like the running backs have been hitting. They've been showcasing the draw of why Gibbs and Bijan this year are kind of like 1 and 2 in any order. But McCaffrey, the hype is probably real because his ADP slipped. Like, I don't think he's inside the top 7.
Listen, I love that.
Yeah.
That's where I would go. That's where I would go running back too.
Running back 8.
If I'm in the middle,
McCaffrey at the 8.
Yeah, like if say I missed out on those receivers, like see, it's gonna like I would take McCaffrey over Jefferson. I would take McCaffrey over, Taylor. I would take McCaffrey over because I'm not scared of the risk, right? Because the upside is way too rewarding. You know what I mean? But then there's also like what's Brad's name? Say like I'm in like McBride, right? That's another one like where I see people like McBride and CMC they're going at the back of these first rounds on the 1-2 turnaround, and like I'm not mad at anyone for taking McBride there either. Positional dominance at you know what I mean? Then even in the 2-3 turnaround, you have a little discounted version of a high end with Brock Bowers, right? Because then that's another thing too is like those guys aren't going to be any kind of discount this year.
No, they're not going discounted. No,
fuck no. Like you got to pay up in those top 3 to get them motherfuckers for sure.
I wonder if it'll set a trend in a lot of drafts, and all of a sudden you'll see like Tyler Warren off the board, and you're like, whoa, what's going on with the tight ends all of a sudden? And then all of a sudden more tight ends start falling. You're like, oh no, shit, do I jump and get a tight end? But
I don't know. At that point, I just
stay with the game plan.
Get the fucking the bums.
Yeah,
I'll target all the flyers.
Let the positional advantage in your
I'll
your
just
draft.
Take Dalton Schultz and be like, fuck it.
Yeah, that's an optimal.
I'll just take Dalton Schultz with my last pick.
But I'm not mad at taking McBride or Bowers. I think they're respectable assets that they probably are valuable enough to pay off for their draft. But and I say that not lightly because these guys are capable of like 1,400 through the air and all sorts of touchdowns. So that's a great season. There's not a lot of receivers doing that. You know what I mean? And having that positional advantage is why a lot of Kelsey owners had championships.
Yeah. I mean, and then it got to a point where, like, we wanted that security that we felt. So he was going up, like, as early as the first round. I mean, shit, I was guilty of it that 1 year. And then that shit fucked me because he got hurt. Otherwise, it would have been just one of the safest picks you could make. I mean, that's the thing, too. We run the risk of any of these players getting hurt. It's not in our control, any of this, at the end of the day. But, you know what I'm saying? CMC, definitely a value. There's people that are scared of him. This is what I hate. We live in Niner country, even at the West Side League. So there might be somebody who unnecessarily pulls him up. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There might be somebody like top 3 and goes, fucking CMC, and like, there goes, you know what I mean? But here's the thing. I feel like CMC, anything outside of the top 5, 6 even, CMC is a value.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't die, he's finishing top 3, and he's not 3. You know what I mean?
Do you take him over CeeDee Lamb?
I would take him over CeeDee Lamb because I'm going to get receptions out of CMC too. You know what I mean? Like that's probably the only reason I would even consider him like a running back period is because he's going to catch a ton of balls. Pause. Like so is Gibbs and Bijan. That's why they're up there, right? So this is the other version of it. The old, you know what I mean? But he's just people are scared of him because of the injuries.
Yeah, and then the age because he is on the other side of 30 this season, so
it's a fact.
It's a little bit different feeling as somebody that likes to acquire and flip a Christian McCaffrey. I know I'll still be on the same game. I think if I see him sitting there at the 8, which might not happen in every league, but some of these leagues, I bet you'll find him there, and I would probably be smashing that buy button or whatever it is saying, you know.
Shout out to my guy Smokey, right? So Smokey, when we were chilling, it's so tight because we were chilling and we're doing a mock draft. It's so funny because, like, you know, he already knows the order of his draft. I was like, fuck it, let's just run a mock. Because he was like asking me some questions. And we're just laughing like, look at us, bro. We're doing some fucking fantasy shit. Like, just the same thing we always did, but now we're finally kicking it. But anyways.
Are you being honest with yourself? I think Joe brings up a nice point.
What, Diamond Joe?
Are you sure in real life, on an actual clock, you're taking McCaffrey over Lamb?
I would do it.
All right.
I think Lamb's gonna fall to the second, and you got to take CMC in the first. There's a world where motherfuckers have CMC and CD.
Huh?
Like, say I'm at the back. Okay, CMC in the 14 team, CMC probably doesn't fall all the way to into the double digits, right?
No,
right? And what?
No.
How heavy is this group at receiver that we got in the West Side? That's one thing you got to consider, right? Because then, if say it goes all the receivers and like Gibbs and
but we have to
Bijan,
start 3
and then
of them.
Here I am at 6. I'm mad as fuck. I might take CMC. You know what I mean? Say I'm at 7, and I mean, because that's another thing too. Is like, like I said, I'll take him over Jefferson, and I would take him over Lamb. I don't want to pull up Lamb that high because I would rather pull up Pickens there at that point. Who's going first, Pickens or Lamb?
Is falling a little bit.
Who's going first, Pickens or Lamb?
Oh, Lamb, 100%. Not well. I guess I can't say that for a fact. 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
In my world,
I feel like
Lamb is still
and Pickens are probably going like near each other.
Lamb is capable of doing
WR1
overall stuff, whereas Pickens is
WR.
Same here, Diamond Joe.
Yeah, I think Lamb is pretty talented. Like, speaking from what I've seen, I think he's just better than Pickens. But
I think so.
And I don't put a bow on any of Lamb's seasons currently. I think he still has a career year in him.
Who gets drafted first, Lamb or Jefferson?
Jefferson or Lamb. Depends on how many Cowboys fans are in the building. No, but Jettas is really have a tainted. But, you know, some people also like to believe that Kyler has something in him. And I'm not one of those guys.
Hey, you know, it's crazy.
I made one mistake in fantasy recently, and it was drafting Kyler Murray.
When we were doing a mock the other day, running backs do go hella heavy too. Hella crazy. Because people just chased last year. Running backs did well. Like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? So I'm eager to see what this group is going to be, what it's going to look like this year. Because you're obviously going to have Josh Allen get drafted early.
Yeah.
In the first, more than likely.
Superflex is a beast. I love Superflex.
Right?
Sorry. Yeah. I mean, we probably are going to get a minimum of 4 quarterbacks in the first round, but these playmakers out there are pretty nice in the first round.
It's gonna be the Stallion, Drake May, and Lamar and Burrow.
Yeah, something like that.
Here's the thing: is like, are people going to be scared of Burrow? Is Burrow going to fall?
Yeah, but
I feel like people are scared. There's a lot of people that are scared.
He's got Jamar Chase and Chase Brown and T. Higgins, and then a bunch of points to make up on the board because their defense is the trashiest in the fucking league.
Yeah, it's not like Dexter Lawrence is going to turn that whole entire defense around.
No, it's going to take more than Dexter Lawrence.
They just lost Stewart too, I think. We'll never see him. He'll just never get off the ground.
Yeah, Chase Brown, he's going to get a lot of volume, but there's probably
he's the only guy there.
Yeah, he's gonna get a lot of touches.
He's like better Tony Pasta.
Yeah, hopefully, cross our fingers. And Pasta had a good year too. He held Zeke in the win, and I mean that was in the last years of Zeke, but
Pasta showed he could actually be a good runner too. Because I always thought he was
he complimented Zeke right there for a minute. Nice. I was like, whoa, Pollard's the guy. I was like, okay.
Yeah, he had the Cowboy fans talking about we didn't get rid of Zeke. Pollard's the guy.
Yeah, exactly. That was the talk.
I was anti Tony Poster for a little while there. I like the kid's grit. But yeah, Chase Brown, he's one of the only. Chase Brown's the cheap bell cow, if you ask me, bro. If he's really going to get all of it, right? Like I expect, he's the cheap bell cow because people spent up last year. Now he's going a little cheaper range wise. You know what I mean? Like he's not going outside the top four rounds or 5 rounds, probably in a super flex. You know what I mean? But that's decent value if you're picking up your first running back. You know what I mean? But
that's a solid approach.
Kyron's probably going to continue to fall because of all the Blake Corum hype, and then Blake Corum's going to rise because of it. This is a fun time of the year when training camp comes in because it fucking makes all the ADP start going a little wonky and shit. I like it.
Yeah, you saw a lot of league mates putting him up on the block recently. I seen some Blake Corum up there. I was like, oh, okay, well,
you're trying to sell high.
I know you're trying to sell high right now. I ain't no ignorant.
But I'm trying to buy low.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Derek,
like,
you ain't lying. I'm looking forward to it, man.
But I ain't focusing in on a RB like that with a receiver that actually has a solid role for the future of Blake Corum. I'd still be determined, right? That's a part of the reason why you draft wide receiver heavy anyways, is because you want to stay consistent and have that nice ability to have that week to week
aerial assault.
Yeah, there's gonna be more consistent productions, especially for us when we play PPR. I always have that in mind. I play in PPR
for like the first
or 2
6
PPR
years,
leagues.
For the first 6 years of me playing fantasy, like it was like I remember I was a big Calvin Johnson guy. So I was like, I remember for like 3 years straight, I had Calvin Johnson in the first round, and then you know like 2 out of those 3 years it worked out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But making a long story longer, then I quickly morphed.
What's up, Big?
So I guess that was like the first couple years.
I mean, yeah,
then
you had
for like
Julio
6 years straight, I
Jones
played like
and
heavy running back. And I
Dez
would
Bryant.
just target all the PPR receivers. You know what I mean? I would have all the Keenan Allens and the fucking what is his name? Fucking Edelmans and the fucking Pierre Garçons and just these. I would just have all the heavy hitting running backs and just have like 1 or 2 PPR receivers. Because even in those days, I might only been in leagues that played only 2 receivers. And we had two flex though, so I'd run 4 running backs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that one's a fun alternative league. What do they call it? Standitos?
Yeah.
The 2-2, the 2-2-1, the 2-2-1, the no flex, and then only one quarterback, obviously.
Mine had 2 flex. That was like my favorite format. It was like 2-2-2, and then 1 tight end. But then like I grew tired of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get too fascinated with so many names. So the bigger the lineup you give me, I get kind of excited. Pause. I'm like, all right.
Right, like I can start all of them.
Yeah. I'm like,
right.
Let's see. Exactly. I don't have to make those hard decisions like in those little itty bitty leagues.
Yeah, like Diamond Joe always points it out, bro. Anytime we have a 3 flex league, bro, like the 3 flexes are very crucial. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, they're definitely difference makers. If you're heavy flexes, if you're what's your team name, bro? In the other league that we play.
Oh, Sexy Flexy.
Yeah, there you go.
And I think I just took a picture of whatever Niner hat I was wearing that day when we made the league. I was like, fuck it. Put the SF for Sexy Flexy.
Yeah, that definitely does.
Oh yeah, I'm moving that joint. I think I am still gonna do that because everyone's still. When I started kind of talking to the guys on
they're down
to move to Sleeper, so I'm moving it to Sleeper.
That was the only thing holding you back, really.
Yeah, because then I love those guys. Those are, you know what I mean. And and the reigning champion. Shout out to my guy Ike. He got in there his first year and won it. So you know what I mean? I was like, I can't just dip like, oh, I brought an Ike. Now we're shutting the league down. Like, because he was like, I'll move to sleeper. I'm like, let's go. Yeah, and then my nephew, that's the only league he plays in. Because he used to play in all the leagues, but he was like, he just, he narrowed it all the way down. He's like, that's the only one I like to play in because it's $200. So I'm like, all right, you're right. You're right, Neff.
Diamond Joe. Where do you think he got that nickname from?
I mean, you can go back. You can go back to all the way to the very first episodes of the Playmakers, where he was already calling himself Diamond Joe.
Does it have anything to do with Yahoo and having a diamond, whatever the symbol?
Yes. Yeah, he's a multi-time diamond award winner.
Here he goes. He says another one bites the dust. He's like, if anybody's gonna simp on the Yahoo, it's gonna be Diamond Joe.
I mean, there was a lot of half that league refused to play in any other league, but now now a couple of them are like, yeah, I'll play. So if I have to find some spots, it'll be easier for sleeper. Like, because even Clock was like, I'll play in the TFL. Because the TFL and the SBI, they were like the same thing, but just one was on Yahoo and one was on Sleeper. And then Clock, he was the reigning champ, and then we shut that league down. So technically, we could merge the two worlds.
He says it's because of his greatness, which he represents.
The diamond greatness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey, that he put on a show for sure.
They'll make diamond statues out of him.
That'll be a memorable draft. I'll remember that one. Even though I wasn't drafting in that East Side League, that was still fun to
every once in that motherfucker, there was posters of him everywhere.
Yeah.
Autographed, personalized.
I'm a humble diamond bullshit.
There's diamonds all over the place.
You'll humbly wait your turn.
I was so angry. I had to go win it.
Yeah. So wait your turn. That's what they said. They didn't let you get it that easy.
I had to start the Fedora. The Fedora era was in full effect. We're like, fuck it. The reigning champion in the East Side League, he adorned the pink fedora. He looked at all of them on the late. They were all laid out on the bed. I was like, you have to go choose one. And then like him and Bell Cow, and they were in the mirror trying different ones on. And then he's like, this is the one right here. Rowdy left with the pink joint. Shout out to him. But then he brought it back though.
Yeah, I mean, some guys could pull it off. Some refuse.
Well, see, here's the thing. In Vegas, Vegas is the place.
Yeah.
Like I was shopping for like the loudest polos I could find, and I found this camo joint. I was like, oh, never mind. That's wartime bogey. You know what I mean?
I've had pinks. I've had pink in the actual the Vegas the Vegas shirt is a good example. Yep.
Right.
But I don't think I ever had a pink shirt. Not saying there's anything wrong with it, but I don't think I'm pulling off the pink.
I've never done the pink either, but I've done the salmon, which you know what I mean, and I've done
that's an offshoot, yeah.
And I've done peach, but I'm a big purple guy. For years I had a purple section in my closet, but
I don't know
but they're all they were all the same thing. It was all purple button ups and purple polos, and you know what I mean.
I don't know what it is about that color, but they say that's the royal color. Is purple is a royal color?
Got the new premium site
like that.
I hit a Peacock. I was like, hey, I just ordered the Batman joint. I was like, we need to do a Joker design so I can order on a purple shirt. And he's like, ooh, let's do that as the first. So he has like a few Joker designs up on the new premium site. I got to order one. Get me in the purple. You know what I mean? Get me in the purple, B. With the Joker joint? What?
He's an all-time villain. Like he's up there with Vader,
hands down.
Like that's probably.
I'm kind of on my Batman hype. I seen this one. I can't remember where I was at, but I seen this one. I can't remember I was somewhere, but I was like, this is hard.
Joker. If Batman had to fight Joker in every situation, I wouldn't be mad at it. And for a long time, that's what the cartoon was like. I felt like.
Yeah, I mean,
And then occasionally somebody else would step in, and then like Joker would be like chilling in the Bahamas or something.
And you would think, right? You would think Arkham Asylum, right? Probably not the best security there. You know what I mean? Because Batman, he'll foil Joker's plans once again. Damn it, Batsy! And then he'll whoop him up, break all his bones, but he won't kill him. Goes to Arkham, heals up, and then at one point, he's gonna make his escape. People are gonna die. A lot of people, if you think about it, a lot of people.
That's true.
People died, and you can say it's on Joker's hands, but Batman ain't killing him and wouldn't.
Yeah, and they couldn't contain him. That's right. He always broke out. He wasn't on vacation. He was in Arkham.
He was in there plotting. He'll go somewhere. He'll go somewhere, shake someone down.
Caught. That was the Joker's problem. He had got caught so many times.
He wasn't even tripping.
Yeah, he was always getting caught though. He's like, all right, I give up. Don't kill me, okay?
I wonder if he had like a stash of suits. Right?
Well, I got some. I just checked I'll have my new ID today.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, I used expedited.
Does it have a bunch of fancy futuristic stuff on it?
No, I just got the same one I had last. I just had it expedited shipping.
Oh, okay. The California one, every time I get a new one, I feel like they make it more futuristic.
Yeah. Looks all like holography and shit.
Yeah.
That motherfucker, one day you can pull it out and just.
No, it's on the phone now.
Identified.
California passed that law. You could just carry it on your phone.
Oh, where?
Digital. Yeah. Yeah, so you forget your wallet.
Man, I was at the
and you got
liquor
your
store. They
phone.
wouldn't let me do that one time, bro.
You know how many times people get pulled over and they're like, "Oh, sorry, officer. I was just so concerned with going to work that I forgot my wallet." And they're like, "You brought your phone?" It's like, "Yeah, I never forget my phone." You know, stuff like that. I'm sure people are more likely to forget their wallet and then their phone, especially the younger generation, right?
Listen,
The ones that have only
man.
lived in a
long-standing member of the underworld. I was never had a wallet, bro.
Yeah.
Big stacks, and just like if I need my ID, boom, put it in the jacket pocket or put it in my pocket. And when I was a wallet guy, this is what made me stop having wallets. Cause like I used to have nice wallets, and I'd lose that motherfucker. And then I stopped being a back pocket anything, except for like my phone now. But that's the one thing though too. Is like no one we're cyborgs these days, so we have our phone attached to us. Losing a phone is like a fucked up feeling. She's like, where's my phone?
It's one of the fucking worst things.
So does the wallet. I ain't gonna lie. I misplaced my wallet.
Like
had to
losing a wallet,
backtrack it.
all your cards,
pain in the ass.
all your cards, your ID, your license, all the shit in the wallet. Especially motherfuckers that keep, if motherfuckers are stupid in their wallet, they got a piece of paper that has their codes on there because they don't remember, so they don't forget it or some shit. Somebody find your shit, like, oh shit, here you go.
Yeah, someone at the DMV said, why don't you keep your ID on your phone? I'm like, no, why am I doing that shit? I mean, you can take it.
Man, the liquor store hated on me one time. Like, oh, you got your ID? I tried to show them a picture. I'm like, nah, we need a real. I'm like, but I guess they want to scan your ID for something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm 1984. You motherfucker, you. Give me my goddamn blunts. And then they gave it to me. I had to fucking come back and shit.
Yeah, that's kind of cool though.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
About that time, you guys want to close it up?
We can do it, man. Let's close that thing out. You already know NeonPeacockMerch.com.
And also head on over. I see that Guchinni just posted a new video, so head on over and check out his stuff.
Definitely check out all the exclusive content at the Heart to Start, man. Shout out to the fella. You know what I mean? Definitely gonna get y'all ready and geared up for this redraft season, because we are deep in redraft season. You know what I mean? So definitely tap in with the fella. And shout out to Heart Star Kev over there too, you know what I mean? And the countdown to Vegas continues, baby. Let's go.
You fellas have a wonderful weekend. Kitteh, Bogey, JD, and everyone out there, have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah, that's right. Peace, y'all.
Sure, everybody have a great weekend, man. Everybody be safe. I played a long game to get rich. They say the game is a bitch, but the bitch is the baddest. Bowie Scott Flynn won't change my name like I'm Cassius. Keep flame cause I'm cautious, I'll burn you to ashes. Double cross the bosses and get hit with the ratchet. Can't fuck with suckers, that shit is contagious. Count 100 down, blowing clouds, hella anxious. Maybe a doctor, but I ain't got no patience. All top shotters on my roster, they gon' race shit. Transporting weight, cross states in my spaceship. Scot free, but I ain't